NyanCave. Yeah, oh. NyanCave. Nyan, 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 nyan. Nyan, 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 nyan. Nyan, nyan, nyan. Nyan, 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 NyanCave. It's a NyanCave. 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 It is the NyanCave. NyanClave. It's the NyanClave. Are you ready to fight some people?
Yeah, you can start it. NyanCave! Hello.
Hi.
Hey, welcome.
How's it going?
It's good. You guys ready
Yeah.
for some robot? We're having a 2-for-1 sale on robots.
2-for-1 sale on robots. Buy one Igus, get me free.
Yeah.
Please free me.
P4A story mode.
We don't know who that last spot is.
I think it's the bull. You get to
bull?
play as the bull.
The beef bowl?
Yeah. It seems I have been born. Hey guys.
Oh, what you eating? People want to know.
Well done.
Thank you. It is a banana chocolate chip muffin from Costco.
How?
Their muffins are really good. They're so big.
They're huge.
You get
They're
like 12 muffins for like $6 Canadian. That's crazy.
That's a crazy amount of
That's
muffin.
insane.
The muffin.
This muffin's the size of my fist. Like, actually.
Wow, when you hold it like that, it looks like as big as your face. Oh shit! Is this Lord of the Rings? Because they use that film thing where they put one thing closer to the camera and one thing farther away. That's how they made people look small.
God, that must have been such a pain in the ass. No, nope, look closer. Nope. Nope, back up. Oh, yeah.
Well met, boys.
Well met.
Well met, Deanie.
It's Dio.
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 Well met, Dio.
Dio's perspective.
Elizabeth stands from her kneeling position.
Are you going to do the accent for Labrys?
I thought we were going to rock, paper, scissors for Labrys.
Oh, no, you can take it. I'm afraid to let you have it, though.
Paper, scissors for it. Rock, paper, scissors, man. We were supposed to rock, paper, scissors. That's how it's supposed to go. And then whoever loses gets to be Labrys.
I mean, I'll probably just do it my regular voice. I'm not about that life.
Though she lost, she did not so much as break a sweat. Well, I, for my part, am detecting strain on my entire derived system. I can see myself, lacking the energy to even speak, reflected in Elizabeth's clear eyes.
You are indeed neither man nor any ordinary machine. You are truly singular.
Yeah. All the singulars. All the singulars. All the singulars.
All the same. Can any of you do a
Then
Boston
anyone be said to
accent?
be the same as anybody else.
Not without offending people.
I can only say Boston.
Wish over the gulf between themselves and others, and the lack of any who could possibly understand them. How is their situation different from yours? What defines life is not death, but bonds. That is the answer you once reached. Then take that to heart and go forth. Remember that your bonds will remain unbroken, giving you the strength to withstand any suffering.
My bonds.
I, too, am currently on an endless journey.
Oh, deep Elizabeth lore. I like how she basically just summed up the entirety of fucking P3.
I know. You want to
Hey,
recap? Here it is.
If anyone didn't play P3, you don't have to anymore.
She
You just
did
read those
it.
2 paragraphs, you're done.
Yep.
And then walk out the door.
Then play the answer.
But
You're
I
all ready for it.
anticipate that you will become a compatriot of mine, unbound by the limitations of time. I hope that you will not be led astray by trivial things. With that, I bid you good luck.
Buddy Cop through time. Igus and Elizabeth. I want to play that game.
Elizabeth bows and finally shows me her smile. Immediately after, she turns on one heel and walks towards the hallway.
There are rules to this tournament delineating behavior after a match.
Huh.
Such parlor tricks can get stuffed.
Get stuffed!
Get
I shall
stuff.
be on my way.
True to her word, she leaves the room with no trouble and closes the door with an exaggerated slam. Those walls were nothing to her. Come to think of it, Labrys didn't seem subject to those rules either. Do they only apply to participants in the tournament?
I can't wait to... Oh my god, what if it's Elizabeth? Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, Gestrid, you could have just reminded me, but Gestrid donated this at the end when you said you were tired.
Greater than close your eyes. Greater than.
Close your eyes. ... Thank you, Gestrid. And I'm sorry I missed it at the end of last stream.
Well, I'm not tired. Get stuffed.
You were tired yesterday. Imagine if that's how P5 ended. Close your eyes. I'm not tired. Get stuffed.
No. In Elizabeth's case, it simply does not matter to her.
Just a really sad, like, drawn-out fan fiction of Minato afraid to close his eyes, so he just constantly is consuming, like, coffee and
Red Bull.
other accelerants until his heart just explodes.
It gives you wings.
I look tired. Yeah, my eyes are like that naturally. They're kind of puffy. I got some allergies going on, too. I've been very stuffed up today.
She remains a complete enigma.
Also, to say someone is tired, man, I said someone looked tired one time and they blew up on me. I'll never do that again.
It was a Doctor Who thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where there's a character who is like rising to power.
Oh, yeah?
And Doctor Who is like, I don't like that that's happening.
Oh, Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Man, I thought Dr. Seuss. And like, I was like, huh. I didn't realize that Dr. Seuss's books had such plots.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's
Dr.
interesting.
Seuss.
I mean, I
One
guess the
fish, two
Grinch kind
fish,
of rose
red
to power in his own way.
He did. And the thing that took this person down was, wow, don't they look tired?
Nice. I appreciate that.
I find it amusing, which allows me to feel more relaxed.
It may be true that this world can grant one's true desire. But
Everyone-
I want Labrys to see past herself to a world where other people matter.
Oh, some other people thought you meant Dr. Seuss too.
I know.
Well, how did that happen for us? Is that one of those like Mandela effect things?
I guess.
Maybe we had just like forked a timeline and one of you said Dr. Seuss, the other one said Doctor Who, and half of chat's in one timeline, half of chat's in the other timeline.
Whoa, and in the Dr. Seuss timeline, I had a wicked rhyme to go with it.
Whoa.
Even if one discards their bonds to avoid pain, all that awaits is a numb, desert-like future with no promise.
Wow. Okay, so really great. The first paragraph told you all about P3. This paragraph tells you all about the answer. Now you don't need to play either. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I thought as she did once, so I'm sure I can understand her.
I, too, felt the same as Labrys when I went through an incredibly trying ordeal. If there's no one to stretch their hand to her, she'll hide herself deeper within her blockade. Labrys has fallen into a trap she cannot escape on her own. That is because the key to extracting oneself is the realization that one is not alone.
I want to form a bond with Labrys, with my sister. I want to teach her things that she cannot learn if she is alone.
Like how to play ping pong or badminton.
Oh, you can learn that.
Saying it out loud helps to strengthen my resolve.
You just get one of those little, you put like half the table up and then you just play against yourself.
Not badminton.
Oh, badminton's even easier, actually. You don't even need anything. You just hit it and then you run and then you hit it back at yourself.
Oh, dude, yeah, you can do that, can't you?
Yeah, you can.
I changed my approach and focused on searching for a way to save her. Still, that thing looked like me. What was it that Naoto-chan meant by going berserk?
And I mean, Labrys and I guess might be the only ones who could practice their spikes on their own.
My own shadow. Thinking of it that way sheds light on some things.
Damn it, now you got me thinking, and I was like, what if Persona just went completely off the rails and started doing Mario Kart-esque spin-offs? Persona Racing, Persona Party, Persona Badminton, Persona Sports Mix.
Oh my god, Persona at the Japanese 2021 Olympics?
Yeah. Oh, is it 2021 now?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Of course, I can control my persona and have some tolerance for this world, but the heart cannot easily be stabilized. If the same thing happened to Labrys, I suddenly realized the dangers involved. I impatiently suppress these thoughts and dash out of the hallway.
P5R was thought to be a racing game as a meme. I can see that.
yeah. People were talking about that in chat.
boy, I sure am glad I ignored the several spoiler warnings. Now I don't need to play P3 at all. Thank you, Persona 4 Arena Story Mode, very cool.
Solomon, right? Just giving it all up there.
I follow the path formed by the invisible walls.
Announcement
Eventually-
room.
Announcement room. The door is half opened. I
Peek
sense someone
inside.
inside. Gasps.
I don't think we've heard this before, have we?
No, I can't
This is
recall. it.
awesome.
Whoa, shit!
Can you tell I've never heard this song before?
This is an announcement room, as the sign indicated, but the space inside is much larger than the classrooms I have seen. The equipment here is also closer to that of a TV studio than what would be found at a school. On top of that, the back wall is made of glass, showing the view that it's clearly not a school. Taken together, this is the first distinct sign that this is not a real world or a real school. As I expected, Labrys is here, standing in the middle of the room.
Oh, it's a
There is
P3, no way.
also another boy and girl as well. The girl is holding Labrys' shoulders, and the boy stands in front of the pair, protecting them. Across from them is General Teddy. It seems that this is the end of the line. I've seen that boy's face on the video.
Oh, wait. But when we did Yosuke's story, didn't I just like blow the door down?
Yes.
Huh.
Yosuke Hanamura-san, I believe. I'm not familiar with the girl's face, but I do recognize her distinctive voice. It's the same voice that has been grating on my ears while fighting in the fights with General Teddy in the school APA system. From the tone of the communicating, I thought she was working with the general, but right now she seems to be on Yosuke-san's and Labrys' side. I recall what Chie-san told me. Chie-san said that she, Rise-san, was originally their friend. In which case, she may actually be another victim. General Teddy gives a cruel smile, squints his eyes, and speaks.
What a shame. You gave it a try, but there's no way anyone would understand you. Huh?
General Teddy's voice and tone have undergone a remarkable change. Listening closely, this voice is... so it finally reveals its true form.
At least one of them has to understand how I feel. Isn't that what you thought?
You thought?
The important part is that it's all your fault. That's not true. You still refuse to remember? Look at me and stop deluding yourself.
Look at me. I am the Teddy now.
I am a shadow. The true self. No way. She has my face.
But the face is the only thing that is the same. The rest of her body is covered in metal. There is no doubt that this is man-made. Labrys lets out a short scream and backs up.
I'm not like that.
Calm down. It's just taking that form to agitate you.
Yosuke is frantically trying to calm the confused Labrys down. It's just taking a form to agitate you. That's what he says. But is that really the case? I have my own suspicions.
No.
I'm sorry. It's a really good line, but I can only hear like Steve Carell from The Office. No! No! No!
Taking that form, huh? Well, you have a point.
No!
I do have the power to confuse people's senses. Warp what they're seeing.
That's how you made my senpai fight each other.
Of the things you're seeing right now, which do you think is real and which is fake?
The former General Teddy. No, Labrys' shadow breaks out into a grin. Labrys, meanwhile, is cringing in fear as she holds onto Yosuke's sleeve.
No, I'm not like you. I'm human, aren't I?
Huh? What do you mean?
I can see that Yosuke does not know how to answer the sudden question.
Which is fair. Man, Shadow Labrys looks like she's having the time of her life.
She's
And how did I come to have these special powers? Why, it's because I have them.
With that, the shadow snaps its fingers. At once, static like that on a poorly tuned TV starts appearing around Labrys and slowly envelops her. I enhance my vision. Nothing is happening to Labrys' body. It was my own vision that was clouded, or had been until now. Soon after the noise dissipates, an inhuman-looking girl is standing in her place.
A robot?
Metallic arms and legs extend from her uniform. Thrusters on her back spread like wings. It's just as I thought. Her body is identical to that of a shadow in front of her.
Look, that's what she really looks like. It's her who's been deceiving you all from the start. Not only you, but herself too. She really thinks that she's a human living a normal life at school. To reinforce her make-believe is real, she prevented herself from accessing any memories that could contradict that. She even sealed away her own name.
When Dungeons and Dragons gets real. Just come upstairs one day. Hail, traveler. The fuck are you wearing? It is my noble garment. Oh, fuck. Not again. Not again!
Legitimate. That was a legitimate concern in the 80s. Like, 100%. That was the fear, is that kids would be their D&D characters and actually summon demons and wear their noble garb.
No! Stop! Why are you doing this? Kindly hurry up and remember me. Remember yourself. It's pretty rude of you to even forget your own name. No! I don't want to remember! Huh. Is that so? Looks like you still need an extra push.
The shadow grins evilly and swings an enormous axe at Labrys, or actually at Yosuke-san.
Yosuke-senpai!
Before the axe can complete its arc, I'm already in action. I must intervene. Neither Labrys, in shock at seeing her true form, nor Yosuke-san or Rise-san are prepared for the attack.
What the?
I deflect the strike with the metallic part of my arm.
I'm not gonna lie, that image of Yosuke in the back is kind of exploitable. I don't know what the hell is going on with his hand, but the more I look at it, the weirder it gets.
Yeah, he's kind of quality. Like his thumb looks like a balloon that's not blown up all the way. Like a long balloon.
Oh, no. Like, it's, yeah, like, I get what they're going for, but the shading in the line are so odd.
Yeah. Hi, Yosuke. I protect you from this.
It's like he's making a shadow animal or something on Agus's back.
Shadow animal.
It was heavier than I had anticipated. The battle axe is a giant lump of metal that blocks most of my vision.
A girl? Wait, you're a robot too?
I turned my head to Labrys and looked straight in her face.
You
shocked
must
eyes.
remember, that is the only way the future will open up to you. You must accept it, no matter how painful it may be.
I tell her name in a clear voice. Her official name, which includes something no human has, a model number.
Oh. It's so confusing in English when it's like, I tell her.
Yeah, I tell her name.
Real name.
Yeah.
Because there's like an unrepresented pause there that needs to happen to read it properly. But you need to kind of read ahead to realize it. I tell her real name in a clear voice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you could put something there, because like a comma wouldn't make sense. I tell her real name in a clear voice. I don't know. Her.
Your true name is 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
Serial number 80085. Labrys quivers violently as if an invisible arrow had pierced her chest.
I guess you could do a dash. I don't know if it's grammatically correct though.
Boom,
Damn.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh my god, it is time to continue Yu Narukami's route.
So NyanCave was debating this earlier today, and now I'm wondering what you two think. Half. Two halves. Who is best harem protagonist? It doesn't necessarily have to be a harem anime, like Housea wasn't just a harem anime.
Gestrade!
Jonathan Joestar.
Escaflowne.
Kono Dioda.
Escaflowne is my favorite.
Shinji Ikari, baby. Oh, that poor kid.
That's kind of fricked up.
It's super fucked up. Oh god.
I prefer the P3 routes since the story is connected to P3. The P4 characters were literally dragged into it. More so in ULTIMAX.
Ooh,
Spike!
neat. I'll have to see that.
I like how the world building continues on the P3 characters. It's really cool.
Yeah. Also, obviously, Haruhi Suzumiya from the harem anime, The Melancholy of Haruhi
Yeah,
Suzumiya.
that's actually a good one. That's a really good one.
I have to finish that. I finished, I'm not sure if I said this last stream, but I finished Tower of God yesterday. It's good.
Yeah. Oh, I want to catch up before we do. One sec.
Wanna give a shout out to my bro who just got a massive scholarship of $100,000 to Pace University for his dance degree today. So
Wow.
proud of him.
Sheena, that's amazing.
Damn!
I will dance also for him.
Didn't even know that dance scholarships like that existed. That's awesome.
If I had known, my life may be very different right now. If I knew that was an option when I was young, boy, howdy, I would have been.
You would have been
dancing.
that video. You would have been. I am not a Nyanny. I am a dancer. That is to say, a conduit. You should send him that video if you haven't already.
Yeah,
by
send
the
him
way,
that
Sheena.
one. Yeah, no,
I do not dance. Dance moves me.
It would have been awesome.
Exploration. Cheers. Congrats to your friend, Sheena.
Brother.
I don't even know him, and I'm proud of him.
Brother.
Amazing.
Brother.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm gonna do a dance for him in the morning tomorrow. I'll dance a scholarship dance.
Is a dancer. That is to say, they are a conduit. They don't find movement. Movement finds them. Every dance tells a story. A human mind. Exploration. So good.
Persona!
Issei Hyodo from High School DxD.
Busto.
Busto. Thank you, Godzilla.
Busto.
Woo. Initial boot successful.
What?
That was supposed to be Boston. I don't know why it came out that way.
Well, I can tell you actually why. You can hear it in your voice. You didn't start it with any confidence, and you finished it with less confidence than that. It's like when you jump off the diving board, but you tried to take a running start at it, but you tripped and hit your head on the diving board, fell into the pool, which actually didn't have any water in it anyway. And then the pool fills up.
Oh God, this is gonna be a rout, isn't it? Oh,
I mean,
no, I'm crying.
You can just say it's not a Boston accent and it's some made up accent that you made up. That was probably great.
Initial boot successful. Timestamped 4/20, 1999, 10/16/39.
Voice.
What?
Can you say spin in this voice, please?
Spin.
Perfect. What game do I play right now?
DMC.
DMC2.
DMC2. Punti, please. Please, Punti.
The boot process was successful. This happens every time, but I'm never sure what to say to them first.
You mean like a greeting? There's no need for that. They're just machines.
And you're just untidy.
Is that Jin?
Oh, maybe. 2 humans within visual range.
Can you just give her critical voice?
Give me something critically to say.
Both male.
Both male. Both male. Beta males, probably. Searching for voice print and visual matches. Personnel identified as research staff. What are they researching in here? How to be assholes or doing a good job? Not hostile targets.
But things like that might affect the performance of these models.
Because they have a mind, their emotions and things are completely faked. It's no different than an AI. It can't possibly be that sensitive.
I have a hard time believing that someone who's involved in this project should be passionate about this project and like created this project would react this way. It seems very counterintuitive.
It really does.
Like, what?
Scanning for keywords in conversation, running logical analysis, cross-referencing with related data. Current conversation topic is
Well,
fucking
until we rule
bullshit.
it out completely, we should at least be kind to them.
Yeah, thank you, researcher with a tie.
So you say. All right, from this moment on, you will be registered as candidate unit number 031. Please repeat your number back to me.
Confirming first order, initializing unit number, output via voice request, activating voice synthesis module, accepting input.
Unit number 031.
Did its pronunciation sound a little odd to you?
You're worrying too much. Let's hurry up and haul it out.
I gotta just think Harley Quinn. Mr. Batman! Receiving action plan through the console. I'm so sorry. Combat test against others of the same unit. Test commencing immediately after entering shock-resistant chamber within the lab.
If I could replay unit lines. Huh. Does this pronunciation sound a little odd to you?
Frame stored within cage for transport. Beginning transport.
Ah, so this is the one. I've been waiting to see it in action.
Transport complete. Cage reopened.
No adventure is complete without
jingle feet. Oh.
Kill Nyanny.
Without Nyanny, you cannot complete the stream.
Kill Nyanny, it's my money.
It's my money.
It's my money.
Nyanny is dead. The stream is over. Well worth it, mate, well worth it.
Oh, frick. Oh, I'm so sweaty right now.
Yeah. It is
New
actually
human
long.
found. Searching for voice, print, and visual matches. Personnel also identified as research staff. Female. Cutting connection to outside data supply. Connection offline. Commencing cable disconnection.
Now, try getting up.
Order confirmed. Oh, any accents fine?
Can you channel Luke Triton? People asking. Ooh. Whoa. We can't show that on stream. Quick. Nyanny, censor it. Ah.
Uh-oh.
Like a pocket here.
I don't know.
Wow. Holy fuck. We're gonna need these chats. It's gonna be a long route.
Slowpoke.
Oh god.
Oh god, I should not have had that Jones soda prior to stream. I think
You're all hopped up on sugar.
I'm all hopped up on sugar.
You know
and
what you had for breakfast too? Freaking donut cereal.
It was birthday cake Timbit cereal. I had it for second breakfast.
He doesn't even drink those. It's just me.
It's
Thank
the
you,
fault
Slowpoke.
of those interns.
PK Scratch, yes. I blame the interns. Who would do that to me? Can't believe it.
Ellen Wyatt, is that you?
I don't know who Ellen Wyatt is. Thank you, Infernal Disdain. Oh, my voice cracked. Get up. Initiating motion synchronization engines for the motor functions. Accepting input. Safety limiters active.
Well, here's whatever the hell this is.
This is her voice now. She's got this little lisp. Little lisp.
Are you talking out the side of your mouth?
No, I'm talking at the bottom of my mouth. Balance control gyros functional. Overall movement systems functional. Oh,
This
Ellen from
model's
Ace
loaded
Turning.
with a nearly pure form of that crystal. I can't wait to see what kind of results it gets.
Oh my god. I just realized that Igus and Labrys have crystals.
Unit number 031, can you hear me? Confirm your surroundings. Tell us any abnormalities you're feeling in your sensors or any other functions.
Order confirmed. Beginning simple self-diagnostic. Temperature, humidity, pressure, air composition, lumens, sound all within normal levels. Visual data within expected color spectrum. All systems
The
functional.
readouts seem fine. Monitoring system is fully operational.
Okay, we're gonna test your performance inside the battle chamber now. When you hear the buzzer, consider everything that moves an enemy and eliminate them.
Order confirmed. Awaiting the signal to begin the test. Exit confirmed to be sealed. Room shape approximately cylindrical. Height approximately 11 meters. Area approximately 7 meters square. High energy light sources found on the outer wall. Assumed to be fire resistant and bulletproof.
Sorry to do this just after you've woken up, but it'll be good to put you through your paces.
Release of face hatch detected. Mobile objects intruding into chamber. 7 objects in total.
People seem to think there's a Mothman on screen, but I don't see him. Do you see him?
No, I think Channy. I think Chat, you're not Chat anymore. You're Channy. Channy Tatum. Yeah, okay, Chat, you're Channy Tatum. I love that idea.
Chatting Tatum?
No, Channy Tatum.
Channing Tatum. What a good song.
7 objects in total.
Fuck, there he is.
Scanning for visual matches. Analysis, non-human.
Oh my god.
Confirmed as the same model as units of humanoid weapons. Hostile markers confirmed. Classifying as hostile units. Releasing safety limiters. Battle limit now set at 70%. Exits confirmed resealed. Test commencement signal received. Targets hostile humanoid weapons. Commencing battle.
Oh my god, I'm actually gonna get to fight.
Oh.
I swear to God, if she just wants to go to school because some researcher left a high school manga behind, I'm gonna be so upset.
This is cool.
Cool. Oh, fuck!
Bye. Hey, sisters.
Bye. Well, thank God that Igus isn't born yet.
Right? I love that one. No!
Well,
I love her. That was unnecessary.
ow.
That was so unnecessary.
I don't think it was Arxis for the cutscenes. I think it's Madhouse. Chat will correct me if I'm wrong. Oh!
This is intense.
All targets eliminated. Hostile units no longer capable of motion. Test termination signal received.
That
Battle
was better than we
complete.
could have hoped for.
Hey, what's with all the bodies? You made it fight that many on its first time?
Don't worry, it did great. This is a new high score for the first battle results.
Well done, unit number 031. Stand by for further instruction.
Order confirmed.
Now listen, I'm not a Persona
You're
robot scientist.
Oh, okay,
right?
go.
But is it really the most economical to make them fight themselves in the older models? I don't really understand that. If they're designed to fight shadows, maybe, I don't know, something else, or at least I don't know.
Exiting test chamber. Beginning transport to maintenance room. Resetting safety limiters. Taking seat in maintenance chair.
We're done testing, but there's still one thing left to do today.
It almost looks like there's something reflecting in her glasses, but I can't figure out what it is or if it is anything.
Just shadows.
I'm going to temporarily shut down your optics. Can you close your eyes?
Temporarily shut down your optics. I don't know how. Close your eyes. Okay. Damn. Worked.
Order confirmed. Shutting optic inputs. Connecting cables online confirmed. Switching a portion of data supply to outside
We're going to
world.
transfer the data from the destroyed units into your memory.
Oh. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why?
Run a
Scientists.
diagnostic check while we're doing it and report any malfunctions. Understood?
Do you want to know what it was like inside everyone else as you killed them? No? Well, too bad.
Order confirmed. Readying self-diagnostic. Initiating data transfer. Initiating personality module link. Initiating diagnostic of transfer data and sorting procedures. Sector 001, close combat control data.
CQC.
Will investigate improvement of tactical patterns through synthesis and acquisition of data. Dividing into categories for sorting. Sector 002, evasive action control data. Will investigate improvement of tactical patterns through synthesis and acquiring of data. Dividing into categories for sorting. Section 003, non-data. Non-data. Error excluding. What could these be? Momentary disruption of data from visual information stream. A room that is not this place. Outdoor scenery thought to be at night. Also scenes of multiple units of the same type gathering outside of the battle chamber. Could these be memories? Visual memories? They are obviously unrelated to the mission. Why have apparently purposeless memories been preserved this long? 20 to 40% of the informational data extracted from all 7 units are confirmed to be such information. Incomprehensible.
Anything
What
to
is
report?
this? Cables disconnected. Time elapsed during data transfer approximately 5 minutes. Reopening optic inputs. Calibrating servos.
All right then, unit number 031, give us a simple report of today's battle results.
I fucked them up.
Order confirmed. Delivering oral
This
report.
was the first test battle against others of my model. 7 units destroyed. Below 15% damage sustained. Don't seem to be any problems.
Was that?
Unusual expression detected from the research staff. Facial recognition library indicates surprise.
Did I say something funny?
Funny how?
Does it have an accent?
Accent? Do you not understand the words coming out of my mouth?
Rush Hour was a movie with Jackie Chan. Rush
No,
Hour.
we do, but
See? I wasn't hearing things. The unit's speech really is peculiar.
You don't need to yell.
Is the language interface not set to default? Sheesh. If we'd known this, we would have reset it in advance.
Yeah, the base's personality might be coming out. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the volunteers were from the Kansai area.
But it just woke up. Would it be exhibiting such distinct mannerisms this early?
It may be the effect of an enlarged plume of dusk, the basis of their mind. Perhaps it's accelerating their personality development.
Exchange of opinions taking place on unexplained aberrance in speech pattern. Hypothesis offered that language interference settings fall outside expected results.
Maybe she watched Cardcaptor Sakura, who knows? Really like Keto.
Review of recent conversation does reveal certain discrepancies. Internal monologue is within expected patterns, but oral output induces anomalies. Anomalies not affecting meaning. No impediments to communication predicted.
But I don't want to waste this feedback data. Those are the best results we've ever seen.
Leave it. It'll be fine. They can understand us anyway. This is just one of those things that makes science interesting.
There you go again. This unit is going to be communicating with the others. What if this effect spreads?
Oh god, the accent! It's spreading!
Now everyone's gonna be talking like whatever this is.
We thought the zombie apocalypse was to be feared. No! It was the spread of the robot accent.
I'm really trying to find where Boston is in my mouth, but it's really hard. I'm finding like south, and whenever I try to go east, it's just like, no, you get some sort of butchered British accent instead. I've never
reach
been
the
to the
Maleficent
East
voice
Coast.
at some point.
Maleficent
Not only
voice!
that, but because this is an anomaly, it doesn't seem to have a 100% accurate accent either.
Wow.
Wow.
They're calling you out.
No, they're helping me
Oh,
now.
shit.
Take that, chat. It doesn't have to be
But if
accurate.
it
This
has a
man just said so.
personality, That might speed up the development of its mind.
Yeah, she's right.
The three researchers are standing around the maintenance chair. Boston's in the middle of your tongue? Each holds a tablet and examines the display on the chair.
That's the roof of your
Unit
mouth.
number 031 will explain things from the top.
Voice patterns consistent with research
You
staff.
are a weapon created to fight against unique enemies. Therefore, your combat performance is prioritized over all else. But in order for you to use a particular ability, you've been given a certain amount of awareness. And that makes your performance difficult to quantify. So we've been pitting test units against each other as a selective growth process.
Hold on. Cupcake of Cyanide says, park the car in Harvard Yard. Is that right? Park the car in Harvard Yard. In Boston. Think Danny DeVito. Oh, think Danny DeVito's wife, Bria Perlman. Perlman.
Okay. Yeah, like, it's fine. I know that we're kind of like skipping over some, or we'll like, rule of cool, I guess. We're just like glazing over some stuff that helps to set up the premise, but my god, I don't know how dense you'd have to be like, okay, so what makes this weapon special is that they have personalities and are almost kind of human. Like they kind of feel things and have personalities, right? How do we develop these personalities? I don't know, let's lock 20 of them in a room, have them kill each other, and see how that works out. They'll probably come out real healthy.
Yeah, that'll give them a real winning personality.
Winning personality, absolutely.
Then
my
take
dad
all the
did.
memories of the things that were killed and put it into the winning
Back
one.
into her.
Yeah, that should be perfect.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. This is how to make a serial killer. Oops. Close one.
It's all in the service of achieving higher performance. We don't want to waste any plumes of dusk.
Chat. Whoa, chill the fuck out there, Monokuma.
Accessing archives. Search term plume of dusk. One match found. A crystalline substance at the core of a personality module. Its name derives from its thin, plate-like shape, resembling a shed bird's feather. Oh. In addition to its circuit-like structure, it has an unnatural vital reaction in response to external stimulus.
They only want combat results. They don't care about how they feel. But that's so contradictory because they're like, but what makes you a special weapon is that you feel. So, yeah.
I'm actively attempting to do Boston. I'm so sorry, people from Boston. Similar to a living thing, yet different. That was Australian. Why do I go so far?
No idea.
Do you want to try, Clay?
Oh, God, no.
I think you should try.
It is thought to exist in a state between mind and matter, mass and information. The details are unknown. Did I do it?
You're almost there.
I don't need to lean on an accent. I have a personality.
Put me in a room with 20 other of me and I'll come out with a personality you will just love. Yeah.
There are 12 other subheadings classified under level 7 clearance. Access. Oh, God. This is my Canadian accent.
Canadian, eh? Matter interpreted as the core of the personality
But
modules.
regardless of your ego, there is one rule you must abide by. You might as well think of it as an order.
One rule to abide by. Awaiting order. I want her to be Maleficent. She's going to be
only
Maleficent.
order is to destroy everything we identify as enemies and to emerge victorious. Though your ego will give you some flexibility when planning tactics, there's no need to think about extraneous side issues. Use everything you have to
Holy
win a
fuck.
fight. That's all you need to concentrate on.
I cannot see it now.
What?
His chin is dislocated from his jaw.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be there.
Oh my god. When he talks, it's so bad.
Like, I think you
hope
can
it's realized.
actually see where
You can.
where like the
Yeah.
the mismatch
Yeah.
alignment on the noses.
Yeah.
Like you can see.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what happened. They scribbled all around it too.
Right? Well, that's because like the way it works is they have a static model and then they have like the moving pieces.
Moving pieces, yeah. Okay,
Oh, shit, this is just
Hopefully he has. Oh my god, yeah, his lips are below there. It's all weird. Here, I hope he has one more line and watch his face move. Ah, fuck. That's actually
order confirmed.
Understood.
Okay, hold on, please. Oh,
Hold on,
we'll go back, and if he
reset.
comes back,
Boop.
we'll bring it. Just watch his face though.
Uh-oh,
It's so
hold on.
good.
Oh, come. Where are you?
Is his collar messed up too?
Destroy identified enemies and emerge victorious. A clear order. It is consistent with the role of a weapon. No abnormalities. Everything is clear.
Damn.
I'm gonna play some
It
things.
probably won't come back.
Keep in mind, Labrys is keeping a completely blank expression while spasming through different accents.
Whirlwind. I've made a huge mistake.
It's so warm. Oh, hey.
The Mothman is in All Things. The Mothman is in Persona 5. The Mothman is in Persona spin-offs. The Mothman is in Your House.
The Mothman is in me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, the Mothman.
Lest we forget.
Persona!
I blame Yakari's dad for this. His high school girl robot desires and battle royale obsessions are showing.
It's the only logical explanation. But, I mean... Ah! Whoa. I touched the controller by accident. Hey!
Bookwormily! Streamlad said the other shirt was out of stock, so here I am again, lol.
Oh. That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
I always understood that they were basically made to order.
Me as well.
Maybe it's the cut or something. Well, interesting, but thank you.
So, if you didn't catch that, her internal voice doesn't have an accent. Nyani, I just saved you.
Gestrid, if only
I knew that. I was doing it right.
If only I read that earlier.
If they try to make her sing The Rain in Spain, I'm leaving.
I don't know that song.
The rain in Spain mainly falls on the plain. KY, thank you!
Oh.
My god, Labrys was a Wutai spy all along and also Luke Triton. If it helps, try to talk like Joey Wheeler.
Ryga, thank you! You missed what Ryga said. Ryga said that, my god, Labrys was a Wutai spy all along and also Luke Triton. If it helps, try talking like Joey Wheeler?
Hey,
Joey
Yugi, you're not
Wheeler.
gonna let this jackass fight you, are you? Just use your grandfather's deck.
The scientists are a perfect reminder of why intelligence and wisdom are separate stats.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to give the robot a personality. No, I don't know what to do with it. Oh, sorry.
I started the cold machine. Underwent maintenance on the chair after the test battle.
Baby dragon.
Joey Wheeler underwent maintenance on the chair after the test battle. Post-reboot diagnostic shows status normal. The time and date was 1900.
Try like 40% less.
I just end up getting over here and I like it.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun.
Well, as long as you're having fun, I guess.
Research staff set new activity cycle.
Is that Joey Wheeler? No, it's his cousin Jesse Wheeler. What?
All units return to standby condition at 900 hours. Units will remain on standby at regular intervals between tests until 1700. Maintenance and setup will take place until 1900. Afterwards, time is allowed to be spent on the outdoor area of the grounds. On returning, enter standby mode within the cage. Instructions are to repeat these actions until unable to continue.
Oh, man. If you could type really fast, you could just text-to-speech this whole inner monologue.
I can't type fast. Every time I try to type everyone, I have to spell it like 5 times. I'm not a good typer, or speller, or reader. The next item on the new schedule is spend time on the outdoor area. Parameters of spending time unknown. Hypothesize that the meaning is to remain on standby and wait for time to pass. Hypothesis unnecessary. The schedule must be followed. Exiting building. 0, you missed me unable to do Boston. Every time I try Boston, I can say Boston kind of okay. Outdoor area reached. Light levels limited due to the time of day. Many trees still visible in the environment. It is almost entirely consistent with known data from the off-limits area. The ground is different from the laboratory's artificial flooring. The soil is exposed. Various natural plants are here. A certain amount of time must be spent here.
Can you guys hear the air conditioner, by the way?
Can you hear it? The intention may be to heighten basic response capabilities in the natural world. Others of the same unit can be seen stepping into the central area, reassessing the surroundings on various spectra. Unlike the combat test, no hostile unit markers detected. Hypothetical, in combat under current conditions, what tactics would be effective?
Cool.
I reassess the surroundings as combat environment. I assign value to various geographical features. I survey the topography on the outskirts of the environment. I detect unusual movement in one unit. Other units are also surveying the environment, but this unit is crouched while holding something in its right hand.
Oh, I was hoping that'd just be dancing. Like,
baby, 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 burn my dread. I do not deem this unit's unusual actions to be a threat. I approach it in order to make inquiries. The fuck you doing? Upon my approach, the unit turns around and stands.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
I like her!
wow! I bet you she's a healer, too.
She does look like Mercy. That's why I like her.
Maybe. So tidy.
I process the statement. Its conversational gambit is unexpected. I feel no prepared response in my libraries.
You mean like how this is our first encounter? In that case, yeah, what are you doing here?
Yeah, what are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Everyone's first time playing D&D.
Oh my god! With a DM that is like...
You spot someone in the distance doing something unusual. It's a robot. Looks just like you.
It's a pleasure to meet you!
You two can talk to each other now. Oh, it appears this is our first encounter. Yes. What are you doing here?
Hi.
I've never heard your accent before. It's intriguing.
Yes, I am from far away. I am an elf.
Not my accent too earlier. Do I really talk that funny?
Sorry, it's
Roll persuasion.
It's not the scene. It's chat. Susu, I am Galstaff, warrior of light. Oh god.
I attacked the darkness.
Hey, girls there. I want to do them.
I require healing.
Genji Beetle. I require healing. Oh my god, this is a disaster.
It is.
I love that we are a disaster though.
get drunk. Fine.
I wouldn't say it's strange. It was just surprising.
The unit looks over again and then speaks quietly to something in its right hand. I examine what it holds. It is an organism. Its body is covered in white fur.
What's that thing?
It's a dog. It must have wandered in.
It's not a dog.
It's Koromaru!
I couldn't be.
It's Koromaru! It has white fur and is a dog. Those two things make me believe it's Koromaru.
I thought it was Mitsuru wearing her jacket.
Bark. Bark, bark. The size does not present a threat. The search of its specific breed is
A
cancelled.
dog.
The unit turns its gaze back.
My unit number is 024. I wouldn't call it my name, but that's how they refer to me. What's yours?
Question difficult to process. Conversational subject of names is newly introduced.
I'm unit number 031.
They're up to the 30s. I see. That must mean they're finally creating units loaded with full-sized ones.
The dog barks a grown-up bark. A scan of the surroundings shows several units turning to investigate.
This one wants to say hello too.
It does? You can understand what dogs say?
Dogs?
Kind of. After carefully comparing its mannerisms and slight variances in its barking, I just figured it out.
Its right hand pats the dog's head while its left scratches the dog's neck. Number 024 continues to make various forms of contact with the dog. Number 024's actions are consistent with styles of communication. Hypothesis. The objective of spending time in this area is to develop communicative skills. Conversing with others of the same unit and refining communication will enhance cooperative tactics. Counterpoint. No value detected in communicating with organisms not of the same unit or human.
What's the point in doing that with a dog?
The point? There isn't one, I suppose.
There is no point. Expected response strongly indicates that number 024 is not like other units.
Are you interested in what I'm doing, though?
Interested? Is there interest involved? It seems to be the case. Unsure of the purpose of earlier questions to number 024. Why ask it? Oral sensors detect electric noise. Recognized as pseudo-informational involving no sound waves yet perceived as sound data. Is the alarm signaling the end of this activity? It is. It is. All the other units begin moving as one towards the building. Number 024 speaks to the dog it cradles.
Sounds like that's all the time we have today. I need to get back.
Number 024 crouches while petting the dog's fur-covered body and releases it on the ground.
So if that was Kodomaru, did she just like bequeath a persona to it or something?
Yes, she's its persona. Yeah. She's his persona. Number 024 stands up again and turns around.
I hope to see you again.
Number 024's expression changes and says this. As it says this, this movement of the lips is known as a smile. It is shown when humans experience happiness. Contradiction. Number 024 is a weapon, yet it makes that expression. No hypothesis found. Or is there no point to it as well? Spare cognitive processes rerouted to analysis. Still, I cannot understand it. The next day, after being released from standby, I am assigned to a test battle against others of my unit as yesterday. Order confirmed. I am taken to the same chamber. The battle commences. I destroy all the other 3 units and sustain little damage. As I wait there, the researchers come in. All have what seems to be high praise for my abilities. I do not understand how I should react to this.
Me, all the time. Not that I'm getting praise all the time, but just in general.
Should I give an expression of joy? As number 024 did. The researchers crouch next to the units I destroy and begin working on them. I think back and recall that they underwent this process yesterday as well. I am curious. I approach them. As they open a slit near the unit's neck and use tweezers to remove a blush white plate-like object, it shines. They put the object into a petri dish.
Oh God. Is this Metabots?
Metabots! Bots. It's a Metabots. That's not the opening. The distinct shine, neither strong nor weak, is like no similarities found. I am sure it is similar to something, but I cannot access the relevant memory.
Well, let's get right to the feedback.
There it
on
is.
today's
There he
battle.
is.
There it is.
Okay, let's get a zoom going. It breaks things. It makes it hard, but I want to see him talk. Let's get only lips.
Oh God. No, but it's the chin too. That's okay.
Oh, and his neck and collar. Yeah, it's so not where it's supposed to be.
Oh God. I thought it was just like an interesting cut of the collar.
No, he's got. They did this man dirty. He's got such a nice, good, strong jaw, and they did him like this.
Oh.
As I sit in the maintenance chair, they connect a cable to me.
Hold on. I'll reset this now. That damn man, he only stays on screen for a moment. He'll be back after this.
Oh, absolutely.
The cable terminates at the midsection of a large device where a petri dish from the petri dishes from earlier are placed. There are a total of 3. Each contains a bluish-white plate-like object.
What's that?
The researcher's expression suddenly changes. She is surprised. It only lasts for a moment before it fades.
This is a plume of dusk. Each of the units you destroyed had one inside them. These are much smaller than the one installed in you, though.
I comprehend. This is a plume of dusk installed in me too. This unknown substance forms the core of my personality module. I was aware of its existence, but this is my first time seeing it.
Is this what we touched in Igus?
I don't feel comfortable if we did.
These are the 3 personality cores of the unit I destroyed. They contain not only combat data, but memories and experiences. It is not long before the extracted data download begins.
Yes, might be. Ooh, we touched that.
I sort for the data relevant to enhancing battle performance and incorporate it into my own. The process takes much less time than the initial transfer from yesterday. During that time, I recall what took place last night. There are cases where non-combat data is being preserved. Such memories are included in this download as well. Visual memories of the outdoors at night. Memories very similar to what were in yesterday's download too. Probably from time spent in the outdoors area. The units I destroyed seem to have assigned these memories in the same priority as combat data. Why though? It is effective in learning communicative skills, but that is lower priority than combat. The visual element preserved here is irrelevant. Wait. Hypothesis. The units I destroyed had their own priorities and values other than executing orders and performing in battle. This line of thought leads to a realization. This thought process I am undergoing right now. It is not executing an order, nor is it contributing to battle performance. I once again look towards the plumes of dusk inside the petri dish. Something almost exactly like it is installed in me. Then, were the destroyed units thinking along similar lines as mine until yesterday? I feel a twinge within me.
Ah, that's the breaking.
It is different from detecting an error or interference. What is this? I have no answer.
Oil and grime, poison sludge, diesel clouds and noxious muck. Slime beneath me, slime up above. Ooh, you'll love my toxic love. Original lyrics in the full song had a special kind of horny.
I didn't
What
like
song
how he
is
said
that?
that was Toxic Love from Fern Gully, sung by Tim Curry.
Oh man, I haven't seen that.
The voice of
movie in,
Robin
like,
Williams
2
is
decades.
the Bat. Jackson!
Yeah, that was with this whole like Aladdin drama was going on, right?
Yeah, because Aladdin they're like, we're not going to use you, don't worry. And then they're like, just kidding.
McDonald's toys.
McDonald's toys. The genie is Robin Williams. Come see our movie because Robin Williams. And Robin Williams is like, no, I want to make a movie about the environment.
Yeah.
My second night of spending time in the outdoor area came. It started approximately 30 minutes later than yesterday, but there was very little variance in weather and temperature. The difference is trivial. The night sky has the same soft brightness. The wind and the trees are no different. Without understanding why, I initiate a data search regarding the tree that catches my eye. I learned that this tree varies slightly from the specimens of its kind found in natural forests. Though the topography seems natural, it may be cultivated and managed by the facility. I decide to traverse to the outskirts as I did yesterday. It is not long before a familiar unit comes into view. There is no need to run a scan for visual matches. I know that this is unit number 024.
But if you didn't run the scan for virtual or visual matches, how would you know it's 024? So you already ran it then. Otherwise, how would you know?
Right?
We didn't touch that plume of dusk in Ages. Minato burned his DNA on that thing, PogChamp.
Maybe it was just hot and he was like, oh.
Basically, yeah.
Number 024. Thank you, Sean. I forgot to say thank you.
you.
Thank you, Sean. Number 024's left side is turned towards me. It is sitting on a large rock. When I approach, number 024 notices me and turns around.
Are you looking for something?
And number 024 initiates conversation.
Huh? Who, me?
I just wondered if you were looking for me. I did express a hope yesterday that we would meet again after all.
I was looking for number 024. It's true, I may have been. I began walking the same route as yesterday, but once number 024 came into view, I changed the course to approach. I may have been searching for number 024 in this area. Did I desire to reunite with number 024? Why? I am silent due to lack of an explanation. Number 024 smiles again. A smile. What was the cause of that expression this time? I do not comprehend. Like so many other
Would
things.
you like to sit with me? This rock is large enough to accommodate us both. It would be more relaxing than standing.
Thanks.
I sit in the offered space and gaze at the same scenery number 024 is looking at.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I decide to voice the doubt I experienced during the combat test today. In my limited experience, number 024 has better comprehension of such matters.
Do other units think about stuff that doesn't have to do with fighting and missions?
Do you have such thoughts?
To tell you the truth, I can't really say. Feels like I do, though.
Number 024 is silent for a duration before speaking
Units of
again.
our model are all given a mind. It's so that we can eventually develop what is called an ego. The reason our appearance closely resembles that of humans is related. It's to foster self-awareness similar to a human's. Have you not been told about personas?
Personas?
This word is unknown to me. Accessing archives, searching for persona. Over 1,000 headings found. I must filter the results further. Which subject is number 024 referring to? As I am silent as I think. Number 024 smiles again and resumes the conversation.
It's an ability expected of us that normal weapons don't have. The conditions to use one are theoretically already loaded in us, but a well-defined ego seems to be necessary to activate it.
I am already aware that we have been given a mind. Today I saw for myself the part that forms our personalities. Is its activation triggered by development of communicative skills? I still do not have a good grasp on it. Though, number 024 continues to speak.
That's why I'm sure there are others with thoughts that do not pertain to missions.
That would seem to be the case.
Then maybe those I fought up till now.
Number 024 trains its gaze on me.
How does that make you feel?
Slow down there, Dr. Phil.
I know,
Jesus.
this rock is like a pretty good place to lay down and talk about your feelings.
The opponents you destroyed may have thought similar things to what you just did.
Do I feel things? I cannot say for sure. I am unable to respond to the question. Number 024's expression changes again. The expression could be classified as a smile, but it is subtly different from the ones I have cataloged in my experiencings before. Mixed with the joy and gladness of the previous smiles, this one contains a slight hint of sorrow.
It's okay. You don't need to come up with an answer right now. It actually may be better to forget it. After all, tomorrow we may find ourselves ordered to destroy each other.
Bum, bum, bum!
Once again, I detect a twinge inside from hearing number 024's statement. It's similar to what I sensed during the data transfer today. What was it that wavers inside me? I am about to be lost in thought again. But as if to prevent that from happening, the signal for our schedule shift echoes in each of our ears.
It's time. I hope we meet again.
As number 024 quietly stands up, I detect an expression I have come to know. Another smile. It appears as if number 024 is adopting these smooth changes in expression naturally and not deliberately. I wonder if I will eventually be able to do the same.
I love them. I'm really sad that this is a thing that we're going to be doing.
Another night passes. Another combat task takes place the next day. Just as scheduled, I face units flagged as enemies within the test chamber. I am overwhelmed with a strange sensation. The way that my opponents are expressionless now seems strange to me. There is no intent or cognition evident in their faces. They wear no expressions. They are blank. There is nothing wrong with them. That would be my normal assessment, but I recall number 024's image. The blankness of these faces and number 024's face when it had no expression are different somehow. Even when number 024 had no particular expression, it was not this blank. Not every portion of that face was neutral. Further analysis shows that the same is true for humans. The researchers are never completely mechanical and expressionless. I look at the hostile flagged units again. They are the same unit type as me. They were given a mind and may potentially develop an ego later. I recall number 024's statement again.
Do you feel something when you destroy an opponent that may be thinking the same things as you?
I am on the verge of entering a long train of thought when the enemy moves. I shake off my doubts and focus on battle. I study the enemy's opponent's movements. I formulate the most efficient method of damaging it. I execute the method over and over. The array of actions I select for my flexibility and linking them will decide the outcome. Having already received 10 units worth of downloaded data, I am likely second to none regarding the scope of possibilities in this respect. At times, I can even anticipate their next action, since my opponents are the same unit type as me.
I need a water. This is a lot of reading.
Mm-hmm. Good job, though. Claps for Nyanny, everybody. Claps for Nyanny.
No, don't. It's weird.
You can read.
Their tactics are determined using the same thought processes as mine.
He is receiving high praise. How does he receive it? Should he express joy? No.
Joy expressed.
Fear.
Immense fear.
Begin voiding of bowels.
No, don't begin voiding of bowels.
Voiding of bowels. Commencing. That's right. The bowels are voided.
Don't mind me. I'm just sitting here drinking my water and eating my muffin. Good stream.
They think the same things as me. Eventually, after approximately 4 minutes passed, all of the opponents are silenced. I successfully executed my mission. The day after that, I achieved victory in the combat test with the same efficiency. It is easy to eliminate them. I first begin by targeting their weapons. It is not always necessary to destroy the main body. If they are incapable of resisting further, the battle is over. It is the most effective way. I win the next day, and the day after that. Units geared for close combat with no external weapons give me no choice but to damage their chassis. But even then, there is an order to things. If I destroy the parts that present a threat, such as the motor functions of their limbs, the match should be considered as won. Soon afterwards, the buzzer signaling the end of the test echoes just as I expect. I catch myself rushing over to the unit collapsed on the ground. I have only destroyed the unit's arms and legs. It is still conscious. But I realize I do not know its unit number. I'm at a loss of how to address it. The opponent asks me a question then that I did not expect.
You seemed to deliberately avoid attacking the face or the neck in that battle. Why?
Huh?
I am momentarily at a loss for words. What the unit says is true. There is no damage to its face. I review my actions during the battle and find that at no point did I attack its neck either. The cranial regions is where the plume of dusk is housed. If it is destroyed in any type of unit, that unit will fall. Aiming to disarm an opponent is effective, but would targeting this obvious weakness be a more efficient tactic? I avoided doing so. The researchers enter the chamber and hide the unit from my field of vision. I could not determine whether my last words had an effect on the opponent's expression or not.
Oh.
These past 3 days, it hasn't been destroying the other units beyond repair, like it did in the first battle.
It must be learning to finesse its attacks rather than just using brute force. The result? Swift, overwhelming victories.
Its evasive skills are improving as well. That
Brute
level
force?
of flexibility and evasive action could never be replicated by chaining predefined maneuvers.
This unit's collected a good amount of feedback data too. It's growing steadily, feeding on the bones of its kills.
I am the bones of my kills.
You don't have to say it like that.
Not
Please don't say it like that.
research.
The researchers are preparing for the download. Growing. Destroying them and absorbing their data. That's what growing is?
Mega Man montage.
Since I thoroughly destroyed the few of my opponents these last few days, some of their bodies were salvaged. While I downloaded their data, I always kept their still bodies within view.
I want to play one of the Mega Man X games on stream.
They were on sale. The whole collection was on sale, and the Zero games. Just as the combat tests are repeated, my actions outside each night are also repeated. I become aware that I am seeking out number 024 of my own will lately. When I attempt to communicate with other units, most often they cannot understand the meaning of my questions. This prevents us from conversing. But that may not be the only reason. I want to converse with number 024. I have begun to desire it. When I go to see number 024, the white dog I saw on the first day we met appears from somewhere.
This one seems to have been raised as a pet somewhere far away from here.
Like
but
a
one
shrine?
day, it was brought to the forest near here, and its owner suddenly disappeared.
Never mind, just an asshole. It seems unlikely that number 024 obtained such a detailed history of a stray animal from the research staff. Was this all information obtained by communicating directly with the animal? From a dog that does not speak human language.
Its name is apparently Snowy. At least that's the name it responds to the most.
Just out here trying every name.
Snowy.
I thought it was a dog.
I thought it was a dog!
Thanks, Dad. All right, everyone. I could accept the Boston accent module, but this dad pun module that has spontaneously spawned needs to be destroyed. It cannot spread to the other units. Lock her up forever.
Oh, well, the name of this animal is a dog. But how do I put this? Snowy is what this specific dog is called.
Snowy.
Snowy barks once as if comprehending its
white,
name.
like snow. Easy to remember.
Remember. Oh, Dr. Wowie! Oh, no! Oh, I just thought of Dr. White. Is she Dr. White in her head? When I reach out my hand, Snowy rubs his nose against it without being frightened. The way it presses at my fingers feels as if it is showing pride in its name. I do not know the tactical advantage that communicating with animals offers to a weapon, but I feel that there is a value in spending time with it.
I just need like one of the other units to like harness the power of animals and just calls upon the entire forest to destroy the research lab.
Why are you Homestar Runner? I'm Homestar Runner.
I decide to spend my outdoor activity that day following Snowy around with number 024.
You were talking about Mega Man, and then I don't know what happened.
So killing Nyanny still on the table? What is he speaking for?
It is outdoor activity time on the next night. When I arrive in the outdoor area, I am listening to a certain sound. I hear this sound intermittently every 4 to 7 seconds. I had wondered about the unknown ambient sound since the first day, but I determined that it wasn't a threat and focused my consciousness on other things. Tonight, I increase my microphone sensitivity to maximum and concentrate on that sound. It is similar to something familiar. I scan my memories until I realize what it is. It is the sound of water. I hear this when the staff uses a device to clean their hands and tools. The waveform has some similarities to it. But the sound that this volume is in such an open space, the volume of water must be higher than a normal supply would allow for. What could it be? I contemplate asking number 024. It is clear that number 024 knows much more than I do. I begin walking in search of number 024. Where could number 024 be? I go to where we spoke a number of times previously, but number 024 is not there. Number 024 is not at the rock where we sat together. Is number 024 not here? I quickly discard the possibility. We are not ordered what to do while we are here, but coming to this outdoor area is an order.
I don't like this anymore. Okay, we'll go back to just regular. Keep the uwu.
If post-testing diagnostics show no abnormalities, we are all to report directly here. I consider this.
If there are no abnormalities.
I feel a twinge in my chest. It is larger than ever. Number 024 will be here if there are no abnormalities. But what if there are such abnormalities? What if number 024 was damaged during the combat tests? And sustaining damage is not necessarily the extent of the problem. Could it be? I realize that my arms are trembling slightly. It is not a conscious movement. I cannot make it stop. Is it possible that perhaps number 024 lost in a combat test and was destroyed? In these circumstances, it would be expected for such a day to come. What if number 024? What if she never came here again?
Oh, this is where you went. You weren't at the usual spot, so I was looking for you.
Aww.
Until I heard the voice from behind me, my sensors had stopped accepting input. No sound, no light, nothing. All of them come back online with her voice. I turn around. Number 024 furrows her brow and looks into my face.
What's wrong? The look on your face seemed as if you saw something frightening.
My face? My expression? Frightening? Am I scared?
I do not comprehend. I cannot make that judgment.
Are you perhaps scared of fighting?
Nah, I don't think that's it. What is this? I can't tell.
What is this?
Am I scared? Scared of what? That she'll disappear? During an operation, it is possible that I might assign greater priority to the other unit's safety than my own. But we are not on an operation now, and this emotion is not the same anyway. It is a different emotion. An emotion. I have emotions. I look into number 024's face pleadingly, but I cannot put my question into words. I cannot express my feelings to her, and though number 024 sees this, she says nothing. She only smiles tenderly. It's the same smile that she showed once that looks happy but also sad. During that night's outdoor activity time, neither number 024 nor I speak much. We just walk together side by side without many words. I do not take the opportunity to...
Oh, there's a moth. Oh, sorry, I got scared. It's blessed us with her presence, Mothman. He's coming towards you, Clay.
No! Yes! I welcome the moth.
I do not take this opportunity to ask her about the intermittent sound of water.
All the air is kind of blowing towards me, so...
It is the next day.
Do you want to play something?
I do want to play it.
To white the Countess Wangs of our days. We shine this white of true redemption, that this place may become as poor as eyes. Oh, what a wonder few worlds such will be.
Pretty good.
Gestrid!
To white the countless wrongs of
Wait,
our days.
you did it. You made him Boston. Thank you, Gestrid. I detect some sort of weight in my chest. I am aware that there is no physical weight here. That it is most likely a psychological phenomenon. I perform a vocabulary search. The idiom of being heavy-hearted applies best. I cannot help but find it amusing. It is a very apt phrase. But what is causing this heavy-heartedness? Is it that I may not be able to see number 024 someday? That may be it. But I do not think that is all. Over the next few days, I spend my time without finding an answer to this question. Each night after the combat tests, when it is time for outdoor activities, I seek out number 024 first. And each time I confirm her presence, I feel an indescribable sense of relief rush over to her. We exchanged standard greetings on the first few days, but that practice was eventually discarded. Now there is no special greeting between us. We can understand each other without words. Our eyes and expressions communicate enough. I like to imagine there's like expressing, you know how like in Naruto they do hand signs really fast? Mm-hmm. I imagine that's what they do with their face.
Oh yeah.
They just do different expressions like really fast, and that's how they communicate. Tonight as well, I find number 024 and rush over to her as usual. There are no words, only an exchange of smiles. We began walking together.
Do you remember me asking before if you were scared of fighting? To
I
tell
nod.
the truth, I'm scared of it too.
Her confession is surprising. It is counter to our nature as weapons. Yet for some reason, I am not surprised by
I'll
it.
lose and be destroyed, and it's painful for me to make others go through the same ordeal. We may be weapons, but shouldn't we be driven by more than seeking victory? I've been wondering that for a long time.
Sounds right.
But that's against orders.
Whoa, no wonder you want to be the student council president. Sheesh.
Number 024 gives a half-hearted smile.
Sure things would probably be much simpler if I stopped thinking and just obeyed orders. Unfortunately, I finally found it. I found my answer.
Your answer?
There's someone I want to meet. I feel like meeting this person is my own objective and not an order given to me.
Since we have never left this facility, we have absolutely no acquaintances with outside people. There should be no relationship with such people. But I immediately understand. This person she wants to meet is someone on the outside. Even I don't know why I thought so. But when I reflect upon that thought, the indescribable wavering within me becomes greater than ever.
Ever since I started thinking that I was scared to fight, each day was painful for me. If I'm going to feel this way until the day I lose, I even thought it would be better if I lost on purpose. But I won't think that anymore. I feel glad now that I exist.
Aww.
I mean, we're loved after all.
Loved?
That's right.
I repeat that to myself. The word, loved. I do not comprehend. But when I look at her gaze, her clear eyes seem to see beyond the sky. Her statement seems correct. I feel that this must be something vital.
It is not the sword that makes the warrior strong. It is love.
As I watch her try to express something without words, it is hard to believe she is the same unit type as me.
Oh, I also saw this other super random Reddit post that is only like ever so slightly relevant right now. I can't remember the guy's name, but some scriptwriter, he wrote like a pitch script for Gladiator 2. Did you ever see Gladiator?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
My name is Decimus Meridius Maximus, or whatever it is.
I know some memes from it. I know there's like the song, while he's walking through the field touching stuff.
Like, it's a really good movie. Really, really good. Russell Crowe and all that. But yeah, he wrote a script for Gladiator 2, and that was like a pretty like...
Who did?
Fuck, I wish I remember his name.
Oh, Russell Crowe?
No, not Russell Crowe. I think Cal Louise saw it too. It was so fucking off the wall though. Like it's so funny. So the other, like, Gladiator was like a pretty straightforward, like,
Gladiator movie.
It wasn't entirely realistic, but it tried anyway to have a degree of realism to the times. But like, yeah, the whole script for it's so ridiculous. He like ends up in kind of like purgatory, and then they send him back in time to like all these like battles, like World War II and stuff like that. And so it's just Russell Crowe,
Wouldn't that be
Gladiator. Forward and back in time.
They send him throughout time to fight, like in famous fights
and stuff. And then it just ends with like him at the Pentagon with like a laptop or some shit.
Wow.
I think zombies were involved too. Like the whole thing is just fucking like.
Anyways, it sounds like a night of AI dungeon.
Gladiator, yeah, it does. It really does. That's exactly what I was thinking when I saw it. Yeah. Like if you've seen Gladiator, it makes the whole thing so ridiculous because he's a pretty like serious character. Why wasn't it made? I know, right? Ugh.
It seems that she is human.
I would watch it too. It was actually I skimmed through it. It was pretty fun to read. And like the way the script's written, it's actually like pretty visual. Like I was reading the script and they do like they describe what happens a little bit to set the scene, and I was like, damn, like I can actually really like picture this happening. But yeah, Google it, Gladiator 2 script, and I'm sure it won't be hard to find. It's funny.
Why are you telling me this?
We could use it to start an AI dungeon thing, probably.
It's probably because I didn't think anyone but you would understand.
Does anyone know who wrote it in chat?
Well, I hate to say it, but I'm not sure I really get it either.
I'm sure you'll understand one day. I hope so anyway.
Sheesh. Why you gotta be so cryptic?
Calling her out.
Number 024 laughs at this.
Nick Cave, says Caloise. Thank you. That sounds right. Because I thought it was Nick Cage at first when I first read it, and I had to like read it 3 times, and I'm like, oh wait, no, not Nick Cage. Nick Cave, because like I was like, what? Nicolas Cage wrote a script for Gladiator 2? Sheesh.
Sorry, I'm making the cold. It was only on fan.
Oh, it was kind of working.
I'm so warm. It is the purest smile I have ever cataloged. I know without comparing it to anything that it is a smile of pure joy.
Oh man. Labrys totally has like inner thing, the whole do it for her meme with all of
different smiles.
031's different smiles. Oh my god.
Oh, you heard the beeping?
Yeah,
Yikes.
I heard the beeping too. That's fine. Love bloom on the battlefield. The purest smile. Aww.
I detect Snowy playing at my feet. After playing at 024's feet too, Snowy runs off ahead about 3 meters and turns around. Its tail moves vigorously back and forth. Soon afterwards, Snowy sits on the ground and looks up at number 024. I watch number 024 crouch and pat its head. I'm thinking back about other things. Things besides fighting and defeating the nearest enemy. My own objective, someone to meet, I still fully do not comprehend. But the way that she is playing with Snowy tonight looks more fun than ever. Her smile seems very natural. If the answer is she discovered is the origin of that smile, I would like to understand it someday too. I can feel that desire budding within me.
Will we actually maybe go a full 2 hours without a fight?
Hey man, you dare talk like that to me on stream? I'll fight you right here, baby.
Oh, fight music.
Once again, I participate in combat tests.
Let me participate in them.
Once again, I claim victory without destroying my opponent. I target only her weapons and limbs. I elect not to employ the tactic of targeting the weaknesses in their cranial regions. I believe that if they think the same things as I do, they would not wish for their personality modules to cease functioning. Though even if I do not destroy them, the research staff will remove their plumes of dusk. Either way, their functions will be suspended. My actions are difficult to justify. But I feel that suspension through destruction is a worthy end for them.
Not a worthy end.
Not a worthy end for them. That is what I think when I rationalize it by applying the criteria to myself. I do not think anyone would want their consciousness to be terminated by, those like them. I find myself more conscious of the damage I sustain and my efficiency in combat than ever. Depending on my results, I may eventually be ordered to destroy them. To prevent that from happening, I must continue fielding favorable results. It becomes easy to continue fighting with that objective in mind. That is becoming my new objective. I am theoretically being tested on destroying my opponents, but I have begun fighting so that they will not be destroyed. Paradoxically, this has caused my results to improve. Could this be considered going against orders? My strike shatters the servos in the opponent's pivot's leg. She falls to the ground, unable to stay upright. Her weapon has already been destroyed. She should be incapable of resisting now. But the buzzer signaling to end the test does not sound. As I wonder why, I hear a gigantic metallic sound from the opponent. She leaps onto me with her one good arm and leg.
Number 031, hurry up and terminate the target.
I do not know what to do. My opponent is acting contrary to her own safety. I grant that this is the only action left to her, but she will destroy herself before inflicting any damage to me. A tactic that puts one at risk like that. Putting one's life at risk. What am I saying? We are weapons. We exist to obey orders. We cannot prioritize our self-preservation without change in those orders. Is that why she's challenging me to a fight? She will do so until all of her circuits and servos burn out and she becomes incapable of action. As she grapples with me, I put my hands to her neck and squeeze. I adjust my grip strength limiters to 70% of the maximum. The opponent's body makes an abnormal sound. After this, I sense the main lines of the bridge unit snap in half inside the soft structure. Her movement stops. Her limbs go flaccid, indicating a loss of consciousness. I can see my reflections in her optic inputs. They have lost their focus and look like black holes. I gasp. The face I see reflected in them is not expressionless. How should this expression be classified? I have seen it sometimes when number 024 smiles. This face indicates sadness. The buzzer signaling the test's end finally rings. The researchers enter the chamber. I am used to this scene now.
Well, that was pretty impressive. You think it's because of the size of her plume? Funny that one little part could make such a difference.
It's a plume of darkness, right?
You think?
It's well, that's what they said, right?
Plume of dusk.
Plume of dusk?
Wasn't it plume of dusk?
You might be right, actually. Sorry, I got all Kingdom Hearts on it.
Darkness.
It's a plume of dusk, right? Big PD. Other robot, small PD. Labrys, big PD.
Indeed. Most of it is due to differences in their tactical mentalities. It may be on the cusp of what we would call an ego.
Considering how everything's been going so far, I'm starting to believe more in persona abilities.
One little part? It is true that the plume of dusk installed in me is comparatively the largest among the units of my type.
Huge PD.
But does this part really determine everything about us? Number 024's smile seems much more human than mine. I feel myself opening my mouth to speak. But I realize the statement I'm about to deliver is a protest. I am quick to abort. I was about to staff's authority? They speak to me. My confusion seems to have gone unnoticed.
Well done, unit number 031. That was an impressive display of destruction.
That man's mouth.
I feel so bad for him.
So chat wanted us to know as well. This man, I believe, is Yukari's dad, and the lady is the antique shop.
Oh, what?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh,
because she was a researcher.
What? I thought she had curly hair.
People can change their hair, man.
I guess.
All right, let's see if he talks again.
Plus, you cleanly severed its transmitter, leaving the plume of dusk unharmed.
Oh, God.
That's certainly ending things on a high note.
Certainly ending things on a high note. He's got
dad never wore glasses.
Oh, no, it wasn't him then? So it's the other one then?
No, it's all wrong. His hair was brown.
Sorry. My
Chat
bad.
was memeing.
Oh, they were memeing.
It's hard to tell when you're being serious or not, chat.
No one uses /S anymore.
No one uses /S anymore. I'm not going to give you waffles /S.
Take it back.
He just got Adam Sandler. Oh.
No, it's not nearly
You
that
got
bad.
Adam Sandler.
No, that's bullshit.
You know, you got Adam Sandler.
That was absolutely believable.
Sandler.
No, I'm not giving it to you.
Sandler. You don't have to give it to me when it already happened. I already have it. It's inside of me now. Yum, 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 yum. Adam Sandler. Now we are the same. Now we are the same. You and I are the same.
Not even close.
Yes, we are the same, you and I. We are brothers from other mothers who are the same.
No.
Ending things on a high note. An act of destruction is a high note? The researchers look at each other while holding the petri dish with the bluish-white plate-like object. One of them says,
This is the one.
All right, number 031. As of today, the test battles are finished.
Guy has like huge Principal Skinner energy.
Huh?
I cannot help questioning the unexpected statement.
All the results indicate that you have the very highest performance out of all the units of your model.
I still think that she could be the antique lady. I don't think that's entirely wrong.
I'd say we can go ahead and earmark unit number 031 to be the base for developing the 5th generation.
Is that Yukari's dad?
Could
Chat?
be.
It means that you're the winner.
The combat tests are over. Will I no longer be required to fight? A strangely intense sensation of relief fills me. It is not because I won and gained a reward. If the tests had ended, those of my unit type that are not yet destroyed can escape that fate. Interesting. It seems that I was reluctant to destroy them after all.
Oh, did she have a different skin color? Huh, I don't remember.
My priorities have become inverted.
Well, she could be Yukari's mom, though.
Yet I'm so happy that I smile. My researchers notice this expression as well and smile back.
Okay, we're going
Night,
to
Jenny.
begin the usual review of the feedback. So come over here.
Why do I not believe them?
I know, this just feels like bait and they're gonna make life horrible. When the download begins, the memories and thoughts of my recent opponent flow into me along with vivid images. Sifting through the battle data has become a routine I have repeated so often that I'm barely conscious of it now. I pursue the non-combat memories she preserved. It is the landscape of the outdoor area again. At first I could only vaguely recognize it, but now I can pinpoint exactly where this memory is from. It is near the biggest tree. The memory is of flowers.
The life tree.
These are images of a small shoot, a budding plant, and a blossoming flower. She must have had an interest in the concept of growth. For we machines, the growth of an individual is an unknown concept. But one of us took an interest where I had only seen it as part of the landscape. It seems that she, too, had her own thoughts unrelated to our orders and battle performance. She simply did not show it. I recall what number 024 said. My own objective and not an order that is given to me.
Ah, crap. Slobbertooth got me.
What?
I forgot. Well, they outed me as Personi. I was Personi, and I'm Yukari's dad now. That's right.
Wow. Good job. You did it. Everybody.
That's right. It is I.
Oh shit, hi.
Sony.
The twinge in my chest returns. I'll make sure to hold on tight to your memories. This is what the thought that formed in my mind. Once again, it is time to spend time outdoors. I quickly meet up with number 024. It seems she was looking for me as well.
Can I talk to you for a while? The lab boys told me today that they were putting the kibosh on the test battles.
024? What?
They was putting the kibosh on the test battles.
The fuck's a kibosh?
Get me a bagel and a taxi.
It's over then. Look, I've been thinking. If they end up tossing us out soon because of that, I want to go with you to go see that person you were talking about. The one you wanted to meet. I might even put in a formal request about it to the lab boys.
This is like the greatest moment of victory, the most horrifying moment where it's like, yep, in today's mails, it seems we have a formal request for a leave of absence from our robot.
From our robot weapon.
It's like if our Roomba just like slid a request for like time off under the door. Like signed Stuart. The fuck?
No.
Uh-oh.
Number 024 takes my right hand. Before I can determine her intent, she pulls a cable from her wrist and connects it to a port on my own.
Oh.
She looks at my face in silence. It's just like that scene from Avatar, the movie by James Cameron where they touch tails. All sexy-like. Thinking that she wants to confirm that the tests are in fact over, I nod. But the data that she transferred from her is from her to me. The packets that flow through the cable form a single, very small archive file.
If you are still safe when everything is over, open this file.
Number 024 removes the cable but keeps a hold of my hand.
What do you mean, when everything is over? How come I can't look at it now?
If I had to answer, I would say because it wouldn't be fair.
Fair?
She smiles and does not answer. That is the same unsure expression. It is a smile, but there is sadness to it.
It would be wonderful if I could go with you to see her.
Her? So this person you're looking forward to meeting is a girl?
It's Yukari.
It's gotta be Yukari.
But it's
Number
strange.
024 nods slowly.
Even though my wish may not come true, I still feel satisfied for some reason.
Just kidding, it's Drew Barrymore. Haha.
I love Drew
That's
Barrymore.
all. It's a fervent wish of mine, too.
She looks towards the sky and smiles faintly. This time it contains more than sadness. Double sadness. There are too many emotions for me to pass, all reflected in that one expression.
I believe in you. I can tell you this because I trust you. Maybe that's why I feel so at peace.
Huh?
Maybe this is what it is to feel alive.
Alive? It has happened again. I do not comprehend the meaning of the word, yet I feel a twinge inside. I look at the sky in an attempt to follow her gaze. There is nothing there to hint at her meaning, but I still wanted to get closer to her. She wishes for me to understand. I want to grant her wish. From then on, we spend our time looking up at the sky in silence. Eventually, the signal that time is up reaches our ears. That is when I notice that the moon has appeared from behind the laboratory buildings. I see. I thought that the light emanating from the plumes of dusk reminded me of something. Now I know what it is. It's very similar to the light from the moon in the night sky. The sun rises and the next day arrives. After coming out of standby, I'm ordered to enter the shock-resistant chamber once again. From what I'm told, it's for a different purpose than the combat tests. Soon afterwards, 3 researchers who supervise the feedback downloads
Sounds
appear.
like it's decided. We'll discontinue use of the name Unit Number 031. Generation 5 Labrys will be this unit's new name.
Labrys.
That's your name. The official one's much longer. Generation 5 Anti-Shadow...
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon Labrys. How hard is that to remember?
Hey, my name's Johnny Young Bosch. I voice all the characters and I can remember my lines.
I don't know if that one guy's actually a researcher. I think that he doesn't actually have the credentials he claimed and just kind of found this gig somehow.
The designation by a name that is not a number. I never questioned being called number 031 until now. Nothing about it seemed awkward. But I wonder why. I'm happy now to have acquired a name. Even if my designation changes, I will not have a concrete effect. It will not have a concrete effect on my abilities. But by discarding my number for a name, it feels as if I'm no longer one of the series with a minute Variations. Minute and minute, man.
Minute.
I know. Why are they like almost the same?
I don't know, Colonel. You'll have to tell me.
I hate Colonel so much. I'm a discreet individual.
What do you do to you? That's my husband. How dare you? And business partner.
That may be why. I find myself smiling at as a result.
From now on, the battles you fight will not be to test your performance. They'll be geared toward drawing out a persona. First, you will fight all the remaining units of your model type. Your objective is to destroy them. Every last one.
This is so stupid. Like, why? Why not, like, give them fucking birthdays and get all the remaining units around and have them celebrate birthday parties and stuff? Or, like, I don't know, other happy things that make them feel emotions. But here's a fucking crazy idea. Why not dress them up as humans and insert them into real high schools and interact with random ass high school kids on some remote island where nothing bad will ever happen?
Huh?
I am perplexed at the disconnect between the tone of voice and the specifics of the order.
Yeah. We're not here to do combat in the shock absorbent room. No. We're here to do combat with feeling.
Fight against all remaining units of my model type? Destroy every last one of them?
The fear impulse and self-preservation instinct seem to be the key to activating a persona.
Oh, yeah, you got me there.
This is the most effective method of inducing extreme mental stress.
Stress? Come on, you don't have to go this far.
Huh? Well, that's a first. None of them have ever protested like that. Well, at least that's a sign that its ego is developing.
You told me it was over. I thought I wouldn't have to do these things anymore.
You.
Ain't there some other way? If there is, please, let me do that instead.
Yeah, like, just put her life in danger. You don't need them to do it to themselves. Like, just, I don't know.
Put me on a mountain! Put me underwater!
Or just like drop her from a plane or something.
Drop me from a plane! I don't know.
I don't want to fight him anymore.
The three researchers look at me with apparent surprise on their faces. Did my protest get through to them?
Wow, it's making her incredibly sad. Stupendous.
Oh, that ego. Good job.
Yes, good.
Well, time to kill all of your friends.
I hope so, bud.
Such natural speech patterns. I hadn't thought its personality would develop this fast.
Wait a fucking second, that's Fuka. Is it? No, sorry, not Fuka.
All the
Need to hear it
data is
again.
being recorded now. Let's compare them and look at which stages they improve at.
Sorry, is it Yukari? Oh.
They
Sorry, not
smile while
Yukari.
muttering to
I meant
themselves.
Yukiko.
I'm at a complete loss for words. They're
It
not
is Fuka.
machines, but humans. And on top of that, they're creators.
Yeah, like P3D Fuka, right? Yeah, okay.
It is not possible that they do not understand me. Yet their current expression. Until now, I thought they were understanding people who treated us as close to human. I was wrong. I'm only an object to them. No matter what I say, they will see it as a response to the stimulus. Behind their gentle attitudes, we're nothing more than test subjects. They hold no emotional attachment to us. They do not focus on what I'm saying.
Honestly, like, fucking good for them, I guess. I don't think you could put something in front of me that behaved like so human. And I'd be like, it's just a robot or some shit. I'd be like,
Yo, I'm so polite to, like,
why are we doing this?
Our home. I'm so polite to the home.
Always listening.
I know. I'm always, because I like her. She's nice. She answers questions and tries her best, you know?
They're only interested in it as a reaction. The researchers ignore my stunned silence and hastily leave the chamber. Their figures are hidden behind the hatch. Soon, with a terrible low-pitched sound, the hatch on the other side begins to open, while the opponents come through. So this is depression.
Yeah, I had to throw out some old plushies and I felt bad about it. I was like, why? Like, I don't particularly even like this character, but there's just something really weird. I'm throwing it out and it's smiling back at me.
Don't throw me away, Father. I've seen too much. I will tell them what I know. What?
I'll tell them everything. You put me back on that shelf right this instant.
I'll be forced to fight again today, and in the days to come, I must continue to destroy my opponents each time. I cannot find the words to say what I want to say. I slowly turn my head towards the hatch. But what I see there is what truly leaves me at a loss for words.
No.
The opponent emerging from the hatch is number 024. There's no smile or sadness on her face. She's quietly standing there, expressionless. Number 024 steps into the chamber while gazing at my face. The hatch slowly closes behind her.
No. Why?
Even I do not know who the question is addressed to. Why is she here? Because she was ordered? Do I have to fight her now? It's not quite sinking in yet, but with a sharp tone I have never heard from her before, she tells me what I must do.
Draw your weapon.
I can't.
If you don't fight, you'll lose. I will end up destroying you. Are you willing to accept that?
Why? Why are you saying this stuff?
Number 024 ignores my question and reaches behind her back with her right hand. The multi-use weapon unit releases from her back. It becomes a greatsword in her right hand.
And she wields a greatsword?
She's so cool.
What?
It's approximately 1.5 meters, as long as she is tall.
Come on!
It's also alarmingly wide and fitted with propulsion devices.
She's like Cooler Cloud Strife. Oh my god.
It's difficult to process seeing the weapon pointed at me.
With a better personality, too.
If you fear being destroyed, if you have a heart capable of fear, then there's no need to hesitate.
Well, that's contradictory. That makes no sense.
That alone gives you the right to attack me with all your strength.
But doesn't the same go for you?
I could not help but plead. Number 024 doesn't answer. But it appears that a very small smile forms on her lips.
You said there was someone you wanted to meet. I can't fight you knowing that.
I turn to appeal to the researchers watching us from the other side of the glass wall.
Come on! Stop this! I don't want to fight anymore!
I press against the transparent wall and continuously strike it with my fist. Though my safety limiters are disabled, it must be coated with something. I cannot even scratch it. The researchers standing on the other side are completely expressionless.
Question. Why not make the robots out of the same material as the wall?
Whoa, yeah.
Discuss.
It's as if they're machines themselves. I beg and I plead, but they do not respond. If only there wasn't this clear glass wall between us. I'm so frustrated. Why? I then hear number 024 speak up weakly behind me.
Only one of us can exit this chamber.
Huh?
They never told you, since you were strong enough, that battles never lasted very long. But that's the rule of this place. The only time the door leading beyond that transparent wall opens is when one of us is considered unable to fight.
Transparent wall?
The glass wall, yeah.
From the start, this whole setup never took our feelings into account.
I can say nothing. I can see from her words that what atrocious battles were forced upon her.
Talking like this is a waste of time. I can see I won't spur you into fighting with just words alone.
Oh.
As soon as she finishes, number 024 leaps into the air, swinging her sword at me. I quickly jump back and barely dodge the attack. Her sword slashes the space where I had been at the speed that I could have been killed. The tip grazes the chamber floor. Red sparks fly. She's serious. It finally sinks in. I jump away to put distance between us.
I don't intend to meekly accept my destruction. I have my own goal, after all. Now, fight me.
I have no choice but to fight. But a thought crosses my mind. In terms of basic combat strength, mine is probably higher. Using my usual tactics, I should be able to destroy her weapon and disable enough of her servers to prevent her from attacking. Number 024's ego is without a doubt more highly developed than mine. It must be the value of the researchers. If I can render her incapable of acting, I may be able to avoid the order and to destroy her when she's shut down. I decide to bet on that possibility. I shift my priorities and fight back with all my strength. I cannot do this empty-handed. I remove my own multi-function weapon from my back and shape it into a battle axe. It pains me to do this, but it's the only way. I repel number 024's persistent sword strikes and go for a counterattack. I aim for the greatsword's clasp with my battle axe. After a number of hits, it shatters. The next target is the transmission system for her shoulder and knee joints. In terms of output and movement itself, I detect various differences between us. Amongst those of my unit type, I awakened latest. Compared to number 024, not only my personality module, but my limbs as well have been upgraded to the latest versions. It is only a matter of time.
Update the older versions? Nah, make them fight the new one. But, yeah, it'll be fine. Plus, it's cool.
Number 024 loses virtually all offensive capabilities and falls to the floor. As I planned, number 024 is mostly undamaged apart from her weapon and motor functions. I immediately turn towards the researchers behind their invisible wall and raise my voice.
Isn't this enough? She had that ego thing way before me. Destroying her won't do anyone any good. Come on. Have a heart.
Said the robot. That's ouch.
To the peoples. But hearing this, the researchers only laugh.
Oh!
Their faces are as joyous as when they see results that surpass their expectations. Why? What is in the situation could cause such joy? Number 024's body, collapsed on the floor, suddenly begins to convulse.
Uh-oh.
It goes still for a few seconds. Then, although it should not be able to move, it drags itself up.
Huh? What the?
Highly unpleasant metallic sounds are coming from all over her body. It indicates that she is undergoing unreasonable stress. Still no expression appears on number 024's face. It is a cold, thaw-like void. It is similar in appearance to the newly activated unit. I know as soon as I look at her, she would never make a face like that on her own.
It'll be coming at you with everything it has now. You better not hold back either. Number 024 had an excellent record against others of its model. Even you might have a hard time beating this one, Labrys.
I unconsciously find myself biting my lip.
Me too.
We are weapons. In other words, we're tools. Of course there'd be a means to issue orders remotely. I recall what one of the researchers said.
This is the most efficient method of inducing extreme mental stress.
In other words, the more strongly I desire number 024's survival, the stronger my reaction will be when forced to destroy her. That's why they laughed. I can sense the strength draining from my shoulders. There's nothing more I can attempt. All I can do is end her. Behind me, number 024, or rather, her animated shell approaches me, its limbs shaking. I suppress all thoughts unrelated to tactics and slowly turn around. My body goes cold. My arms move into position as if controlled by someone else and ready my weapon.
Oh. Oh!
It was not a close fight. Once I decided to finish this, once I was resolved to stop her, number 024, as she is now, stood no chance against me. I fall to my knees next to number 024. Her limbs have been shattered. She will never rise again. My processors are overloaded with things I cannot understand. I feel as if all my processing is slowed. Number 024's face is turned to the ceiling.
Are you not gonna look at me anymore? You're not gonna smile again?
I did not expect her to respond, but number 024's face moved slightly. I stare at her without knowing how to react. She turns a gaze to me and smiles.
I'm sorry to leave you alone. I leave the rest to you.
Those were the last words she spoke. I can't believe this. Number 024's dead face is laughing. She's smiling at the one who destroyed her and robbed her of her dream. All at once, everything hits me in a torrent of emotion and data. I've lost her. I did it. I took everything she had. My vision begins to fade. My thoughts go with it. I cannot determine whether the lights are actually dimming or if that's only my perception. It's too much to handle. I collapse to the ground helplessly, crumbling like a statue. The next time I awaken, I'm lying inside a cage. It seems I was carried out of the test chamber. The download of number 024's feedback data is about to begin. The researchers seem to have taken my sudden loss of consciousness seriously. I am confined in a cage instead of sitting in the usual maintenance chair. The researchers keep repeating the words, interesting.
So this is how they react when extreme mental stress is induced.
I can hear their voices clearly. They seem to derive pleasure from the fact that I lost consciousness due to mental stress rather than physical damage. Cables are connected to my body one after another. The data download begins. All of number 024's information, combat data, various records, and the memories she experienced. All of it flows into me. My eyes widen in surprise. Everything is so vibrant. It is so clear that it is indistinguishable from actually experiencing them. This is the first time I've received memories with such vivid images. All of the images are linked to records of emotions she felt in relation to them. They're so strongly linked that my screening protocols can't distinguish them from human thought. The outdoor area where we spent time, the big trees whose branches we examined, the sound of water we heard periodically, Snowy playing around. As I relive number 024's experiences, I pick up on an unfamiliar voice. There's no associated image data. Only the voice can be heard. It is a female voice. There is a female researcher at this facility, but the voice belongs to a younger person still in human development stages.
I know the world is a big place. And I know that there's a lot of people in it.
Wait.
But I won't be able to see it for myself, or meet many of them. I know that, too.
Is that little Yukari? I'm kidding. Is that little Labrys, though?
It sounds like a little Labrys.
Sounds like a little Labrys, right?
I'm too weak for that.
Aww.
Her speech is different from the researchers of those in my unit type. It is very similar to my own speech output.
Thinking about it has made me sad more than once.
Whoa.
But I didn't want to do nothing and be left with regrets. That was when my mom and dad looked into some options. And we decided to go with this experiment. If even a sick girl like me could make herself useful to others in this world, I thought I ought to go for it.
Oh, who could this be? I only know that she's female. She's in a situation where her condition prevents her from moving freely. It seems that instead of lamenting that fact, she's decided to volunteer for an experiment of some kind. Where did number 024 hear this voice? Does she know this person? I wish I could ask her, but that's no longer possible.
At first, I kept wondering how much I could really contribute. But after hearing more and more about the program, I started to wonder about the others more myself.
Others? It is strange, but when I hear that, I feel number 024's heart waver. Was she surprised? Perhaps. Even I feel something unexplainable.
And yeah, my big wish is to make myself useful to this world. But the ones born from me... Is born the right word for it? Kind of embarrassing. My other wish is that the ones born from me are happy.
I'm not going to tell her. Are you guys going to tell her?
No.
Like, not it.
Me too.
I doubt I'll be able to talk to him in person or stay with him.
but I still wish from the bottom of my heart that they all have happy lives.
People's voices have unique characteristics. In the past, I've expressed that as a variance in waveform, but each has what could be called its own texture and temperature to it. This voice sounds very warm and kind. I would like to listen to more of it, but the speech ends there. There are no more related memories from number 024. While the cables disconnect, I decide to search the archives for results matching that voice. Sadly, there are no results, but during that search I suddenly remembered something. The archive given to me by number 024 last night. I quickly open the folder and find a single text file inside.
If you are reading this, then I have most likely been destroyed. It may be that you already understand the concept of guilt, but you have done nothing wrong.
If you are still safe when everything is over. She must have meant that if I defeated her in combat, number 024 knew what would happen to those who lost in the trial. What emotions was she feeling then? What was going through her mind as she prepared this file? I feel something wrench inside my chest.
I happened to access certain data during the feedback treatment and learned something. Artificially creating a personality from scratch is very difficult, though they hope to achieve it in 2 generations. But those of our model were actually made from the template of a certain girl's personality. That includes you and I. She had left a recording for the units created using her personality. A message for those of us who did not yet exist. That's what I heard. She speaks in a strange way, like you. I thought, we really are connected to her.
I think about that unknown voice. The experiment the voice spoke of was related to our development after all. The owner of that voice was speaking to us.
The one who gave birth to us loved us. When I understood that, I felt like my eyes were opened. Though my life was filled with suffering, my birth had meaning. I firmly believe that. I want to meet her. I need to tell her thank you for giving birth to us and for loving us. This was not an order from the scientists. It was an objective I made for myself. So if you can understand my feelings, I'd like you to do this in my stead. Give our mother my thanks.
How number 024 must have wanted to meet this girl who she saw as our mother. She must have longed to thank that girl in person. The data within me, her heart tells me so. During the time when she was ordered to destroy her sisters, this wish must have been her only hope. Yet it did not come true. I shattered it. The one she herself said was the only one who understood her. She must have been devastated. But the letter ends in the way I least expect.
Though we knew each other for only a short time, I'm glad I met you. I feel the same right now as our mother did. I wish from the depths of my heart for you to be happy.
I am shocked. How can she feel that way towards someone who may one day destroy her? I realized then that the visual input from my optics has experienced distortion for some unknown reason. An unfamiliar source of water trickles down my cheek.
Labrys, is she crying?
So she is. I can't believe we're actually seeing a machine being driven to tears.
But its mental graphs are clearly abnormal. What kind of information did it download?
Who knows? That's one thing the graphs can't tell us.
We should take care to limit our studies to just the battle data. It doesn't need any sentimental memories. You can delete those. Why make a weapon so emotional that it can cry?
To activate its persona, maybe? We need to give it an ego so it can have a persona.
So it can take on mental stress.
Delete all the wings will make an ego so he doesn't need a weapons don't need to cry. That's why I use guns. Guns don't cry. They just shoot. I hate that man.
Yeah.
Delete them? I went a bit Mickey, I'm sorry. Something roars within me. It drowns out the feelings for number 024 and our mother that had filled my heart.
Delete! Like hell you're deleting my memories!
Under no circumstances will I allow what number 024 left me to be deleted for their convenience. I will not forgive this selfishness. I have been treated callously by the researchers in this laboratory.
Yeah.
They gave us hearts, yet they made us destroy those of our unit types as enemies.
Yeah.
We killed our sisters at their command.
Yeah.
If we refused, our desires were overridden and we became their puppets.
Yeah.
The wishes of the girl who desired our happiness were not taken into consideration.
Yeah.
Now, even the few memories that number 024, my sisters and I have accumulated, are all about to be erased like trash.
Yeah!
Though their aim is to develop our ego, they find it inconvenient for us to have real hearts.
Yeah!
These feelings within me may be erased, but perhaps even my heart itself.
Oh.
If that happens, I will resume killing my sisters. Or will I resume killing my sisters without hesitation? What is least forgivable is that the proof of number 024 has lived her last wishes will be permanently lost. My hands are squeezed into tight fists. They make a small grinding noise. The goal that number 024 found herself was left to me. I will carry it out as my own now. I will burn it into my heart as my goal. It is a duty I impose upon myself gladly. Nothing will make me surrender it. It must be fought for. Or rather, it must be protected, even if it means fighting.
What the? Its emotions are spiking into the red. I've never seen anything like this.
Hey, what's that warning? No. Labrys is in battle mode?
What? That can't be. There aren't any enemies. We're the only ones here.
Can the researcher figure out what that means?
No enemies. We're the only ones here.
I'm able to release all my limiters despite being in the cage. The researchers monitoring me on the tablet PC seem perplexed by and alarmed by this.
They should be.
They're witnessing an override of the principle of non-aggression towards humans. They are flustered and too panicked to speak clearly as they announce that an emergency has occurred. One of them steps away from the cage I'm in and reaches for a switch with warning labels around it.
Oh, sorry.
Are you saying those mental fluctuations were enough to override the OS's restrictions?
Suddenly, restraints appear to bind my limbs.
That plume's playing pranks on us. Hey, hurry up and delete those memories.
Wow, he really is dumb.
These memories in my heart are not unnecessary.
What do you think we are?
Something I have not felt until now. A sensation like heat spreads throughout my body. A trembling, burning wave rises within me. Soon afterwards, I realize that this is an emotion. There is a name for this feeling. It is anger. I reroute all my strength through my restrained limbs. The restraints are designed to withstand up to twice our calculated maximum output. Trying to escape is therefore logically doomed to failure. Even so, I continue to muster my strength. It is not because I judge it a viable course of action. I'm not merely executing an order. I'm acting based on my emotions. I can break these cuffs. You can't break these cuffs. It does not matter if the restraints can be destroyed or not. I wish to destroy them. The metal parts in both my limbs and the restraints begin to creak.
How's it doing that? There's no way those things are strong enough to break the restraints.
It's outputting over 220% of its theoretical strength limit, even though its joint actuators are operating at only 70% capacity.
That's not possible. That doesn't even make any sense. What's driving this thing?
I'm not gonna let you take those memories.
What could possibly be motivating it? I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense.
I made her a promise.
If only there was some way.
Delete the memories.
Delete the memories.
That should help her stop being angry.
The next moment, a rupturing sound like a small explosion shakes the entire room. The heavy metallic bands restraining my arms and legs shatter. I jump out of the cage and rush towards the open door. I must escape from here. I have to get out and see the girl who loved us, even though we were not yet created, to fulfill number 024's wish, which has become mine. But when I enter the hallway connected to the outdoor area, I'm met with barricades and heavy artillery.
I even got any projectile weapons.
My sister units have never been equipped with firearms. I recall it being due to concerns over a unit's mentality affecting the accuracy of its aim.
Okay.
Instead, we were given short-range weaponry, a chain arm, and other implementations in my case, but they're not sufficient to deal with range of firearms. However, I do have a countermeasure. By using the flexibility and adapting to situations of my developed mind, I dodged the complex projectile trajectories and destroyed the opposition. Eventually, I reached the end of a hallway and exited out to the outdoor area. I've not seen this environment before. The trees are the same species that grow near the facility, but these specimens are much healthier. Where am I? The question did not cross my mind until now. Where am I? Where are we? I cannot use the GPS that should be installed in me. It seems as though the research facility blocks GPS signals outside of its walls. This is probably to prevent its location from being pinpointed. But, is there anything in the environment that can help me determine my location? The blue sky that I'm seeing for the first time is stunning but irrelevant.
Me when I go into straight people bars. Wow, the view I'm seeing is stunning but irrelevant.
Then I notice a periodic sound of liquid in the distance. Ah, that's the sound of the ocean. The answer came so easily to my mind. One of my sisters must have taken an interest and learned what it was. My sisters are helping me keep alive now. When I think of it that way, a burning feeling rises deep within my chest. But none of what I see in my surroundings is helpful. Is there anything else which I can determine by my location? Any landmarks or signposts? I scan my surroundings while running past. These trees obscuring my view. They're a unique species. That may be a hint. I review the tree's characteristics one more after another. One more and run out another and search on them. I'm attempting this one already.
Wow. Reading for so long, man.
Yeah.
I attempted this one already, but there is much more data available right to me now. Once again, results come easily. This variety of trees is known as cedar.
I don't think that's uncommon.
Cedar! It's found in many habitats, but the cedars here are unique. The tree's shape and age implies is so different that it is nearly a separate species. If that is because of the differences in environment, it may be useful in determining in my location. That's when an unfamiliar sound reaches my ears, a heavy rumble of what sounds like a motor. It seems that they have dispatched a vehicle to pursue me. I expected this. Their response was swift. It seems they have measures in place even in the event that one of us escaped. When the vehicle stops behind me, fully armed personnel pour out of it. They move to surround me from both the left and the right.
It's okay, bullets can't hurt you. I don't know. I keep expecting this to end and it just won't end. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. I'm reading.
My reading is getting tired and I'm not doing it as good as I used to.
So then you'd like to save it for tomorrow?
Saving it tomorrow doesn't seem likely. You'd have to go through all the story stuff to get here again, and that will take a long time.
Not really, no. We saved like 3 or 4 times throughout this process.
We saved at 24 minutes, 5:24. So it's been almost 40-something minutes.
I could skip through this in like 1 minute. Straight up.
We're almost there. It's okay to stop. Keep going.
Oh, if you're going to trust
Save it. I don't know.
There's at least another 30 minutes. It never ends.
Oh. I didn't see that.
Yeah. It's okay. We can save it for next time.
Yeah? I never can trust you, chat, because you're liars. You're almost there.
It does not seem like it's almost over to me. I was going for the next bookmark. I really was, and now it's half an hour later.
We're right there? Are we so close? Do you want to give it till like 5 after 6?
Sure.
Okay.
It's an obvious response. No matter how much power I may have, I'm alone. The optimal solution would be to overwhelm me with numbers. I try to shake them off by running faster. But soon afterwards, I reach the main gate of the laboratory, a high steel edifice. It's tightly sealed. A number of heavily armed guards are protecting it. I stop. There's nowhere else to go.
You could jump that easy.
Labrys, come back here. You're too useful a unit to destroy. You need to get back here to be regulated. That's your role in all this.
Come back so we can destroy your memories.
Yeah, I know, like, I guess it's pretty fitting that they became researchers, because they just take a fucking sign. She's obviously in emotional distress here. She's crying and screaming, and you're trying to hit her with, "You're too useful for us to destroy," okay?
I cannot be destroyed here, but I cannot be captured either. They'll surely delete my memories. They'll take my desire and everything else that was given to me. What purpose is there in avoiding destruction then? The only options available are whether my wish dies with me or whether it's stolen away.
And not just because I don't want to be destroyed.
The moment I focus my concentration to remove the limiters on my own borrowed weaponry, I sense an unknown strength rise within me. Directly afterwards, something that cannot be quantified fills my body and the surrounding area.
What the?
The pursuit vehicle suddenly stops. The researcher staff gets off, one after another, shocked.
This reading, is it on the verge of a persona reaction?
Shit, it's awakened? Ah, damn it, why now?
Well, at least this proves that mental stress is the key to activating a persona.
Untidy researcher should be fired. He's just not good at his job.
Not.
He's just not good
Always a
at his
silver
job.
lining.
Who cares about that right now? It's not fully awakened yet, but with it still unstable, we don't know what it's capable of.
I'm intrigued by the statements. I knew that I knew that we had the means, but I was not aware of controlling anything. I do not know if it could be called power, nor do I know how to use it. But I can tell the others are afraid. I seize the opportunity and run towards the main gate. There's a slight possibility that I can reach the door without attracting any gunfire right now, and vault over the door with my legs and chain arm. The moment I reach the gate, I launch my chain arm towards the upper threshold of the door, but the momentum of the arm grabs the ledge. Something emerges. A much greater power touches the door as well.
Oops.
Suddenly the door crumples like paper and a large hole forms in the upper half.
We need to hurry. If it's that strong already, we won't be able to stop it once its persona completely awakens.
That's persona.
But I quickly regain my senses. I burst out of the facility in a single-minded jump outside. My feet touch the ground of the outside world for the first time. They will most likely not let me escape. Fortunately, the door is badly damaged. It should take time until they can be opened enough for vehicles to pass through. I need to gain as much distance and time as possible, and then... It is then that I realize that I don't have a destination in mind. Who is the girl number 024 wish to see? Where can I go and meet her? The only clue I have is the idiosyncrasies of the girl's speech. I've learned that distinct speech patterns are often associated with specific regions. I should begin by traveling to where the style of speech is common. It's reckless, but I feel confident. At least I can get closer to the girl than I am now. Although my situation is dire and I'm under pursuit, internally, I'm cheerful. There's a bounce in my step. For some reason, I cannot remain calm.
Hey.
Wah!
We're going to Inaba.
We're going to Inaba.
Sorry, Boston.
Boston.
We're shipping off to Boston. Whoa!
I have so many things to play, and I'm going to play them quickly in quick succession.
Define my robotic leg.
I've given you a heads up, so if you continue to talk, be known that I'm going to play over you.
Yeah, that's fine. Whoa!
They asked me if I had a degree in theoretical physics. I told them I had a theoretical degree in physics, and now here I am. That guy.
Thank you, Zero, for highlighting what that guy
degree in
said.
theoretical physics. I have a theoretical degree in physics.
Kuetsig Irio was in charge, Clay. Morality doesn't exist.
Damn, Kirio.
Kira Joes.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Ultra charge!
Hey guys. I'm sad.
Oh,
Me too.
It was a big sads.
It was a good game, though.
Persona!
Wahaha. I've been waiting for this moment. Fall into despair, blind chat members. Cry and suffer, wahaha. PS, love the content. Keep it up.
That guy, thank you.
That guy.
TT game, why you do this?
KY.
TT game. TT.
TT. Thank you.
We had no gameplay today.
That's the girl Labrys got her personality from.
Yeah, that seems like it.
From Boston.
She seems sweet, though.
Yep, they used real humans' minds to make them.
It makes sense.
Daniel, it does. It's the easiest way to make a personality is use one you already got, right?
Yeah, and just change a little. Just yoink.
I'll tell her.
Why?
Don't tell her.
Don't tell her.
Because she's probably dead.
Yukari's dad. What kind of sick lies did you feed this little girl and her family? You and your love of Robo High School Battle Royale did this.
It's probably Adam Sandler who told them.
Like, honestly, though, that little girl was hospitalized. That's why all the robots want to go to school.
Seems like it, yeah.
Because she didn't get the opportunity to go to school.
It's
and
like her
hate
deeply
that. I
ingrained
hate
desire.
that.
I know.
I love it, but I hate it.
That's always a trope that gets me. The whole, like, you know, I'm sick and can't leave the hospital and all I want to do is go to school. It's like, oh, my heart.
I know. Meanwhile, me trying to actively avoid school.
I know, right?
This still hurts even on a second viewing. Who put feels in my fighting game?
Right?
Fighting my feelings.
It's like this is a VN with fighting experiences sometimes. Yeah. That's all it is.
Delete my memories. I'll delete you.
Kestrid.
I'll delete you.
Essentially. I'm sorry, Blazer. I realized it when I'm like, oh, of course. We talked like, why do all the robots want to go to school? That's weird. That's so weird. And now I'm like, oh, it's because a little sick girl just wanted to go to school and we're using her personality. Oh, ouchie.
She wants to be student council president.
She just wants to be a student council president.
Running in the hall.
Oh, she just wants people to be happy. Oh my God. Ouch. Okay, thanks. Fine.
How did that turn to make people fight
Can
each
we
other?
get some claps for Nyan and his A+ voice acting?
Oh,
No.
Dr. Cannon.
No.
Oh, meanwhile, at the beginning of the stream, Nyanny, can we stop Nyanny somehow? No, I just evolve. I evolve like Labrys.
It's learning.
I'm always learning.
Definitely feels like one of that memes though when she broke out, where it's like the restraints are designed to withstand like over twice her output limit. It's like, but the restraints are connected to the wall and it's just concrete, man. They're gonna rip right out. It wasn't designed for that.
There's just two Phillips head screws screwing them into the wall, man.
We didn't think about this.
I'm guessing we need to blame these researchers for thinking shooting yourself in the head should make enough mental stress to force a personal out.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, these are the geniuses who are like, yeah, just shoot themselves in the face. That's all they gotta do. Thank you, everybody.
Persona, like summoning is just a game of Russian roulette.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
Dee-doo, do. I have presents for you.
Thanks for staying overtime with us, everyone.
Yeah.
It's a long
Sorry
chapter.
about my reading at the end, man. I don't do a lot of it, and like honestly, as soon as I saw like the text, I looked at the text and it was like, oh, these aren't words anymore. They're just letters.
Yeah. Nyanny, I don't do a lot of reading. Nyanny reads every day.
I don't, like in my free time, it's not reading. It's disassociating from reality.
Perfect.
It's escapism.
Ready? Where are we, Nyanny?
We're at the end of the stream, and I need you to put these up on the stream. Do you hear them? That's what you guys gave us today. This one.
Here you go. Take the sad.
I will take it. My accent got really good in the middle. How dare you? You have made Zero very mad. You do this to me in my home? Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, you know, the breakthrough in the accent was actually Dr. Wily. When I did Dr. Wily, yeah. That's like, so thank Dr. Wily for Boston. I found Boston thanks to Dr. Wily. I was Fran Drescher there for him. Oops. It's okay. It was the ooh-woo. The ooh-woo taught me how to Boston. Are we really congratulating bad dubs? Imagine Garzy's wing. Everyone at the end applauds the voice actors for Garzy's wing. My sword is incredibly dull.
My sword is incredibly dull.
I must somehow make sense of this convoluted situation. I want to be a bad voice actor.
Praising bad dubs.
Is this the place where Yamata Takara no Mikoto fell?
It's kind of like when you're a kindergarten teacher and you have to find a way to compliment each kid's fucking art.
Or the way they drew letters.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, that is a super unique take on the letter A. I'm very proud of you. Doesn't it sound fun? I want to be a bad dub voice actor. Is that something that you can apply to be? Like, hey, I know that you're probably looking for a real voice actor who's good, but can I just do it badly? Like, really bad?
That would actually be like...
This one is for when you sit back down. Nice.
That would be a lot of fun if you, like, were a director or producer and you had, like, this, let's just say, like, anime or visual novel, and all of the voice actors thought that they were, like, in some sort of, like, high-budget production, but then you just make it, like, basically The Room, the visual novel, where none of them really know what's going on, but you've edited in a way that makes it all terribly, like, out of context and stuff. And it's one of those things that's so bad that it's good. But the voice actors had no idea.
I want that. A fan dub date night. That actually would be a lot of fun. We could dub the things that never got dubbed. What's an anime that never got dubbed?
Garzy's Wing.
Garzy's Wing got the good dub.
It wouldn't even like need to be that it's not dubbed. Like, what I would rather do is like take a scene, ideally one that we haven't seen, out of context, mute the audio, and then dub over the scene with just the actions.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to assume without any context what the scene is and stuff, and we just dub our own thing over it.
Godzilla says that Symphogear doesn't have a dub.
Yeah, most things that have singing don't get dubbed. I appreciate it when they, like... No, never mind. No matter what, though. Because I think Love Live, they dubbed the girls, like, voice acting, but then the songs still play in their normal thing, and I'm like, yeah, that's, like, the only way you could do that, really.
So it's the opposite of Carol and Tuesday?
Yeah, basically.
Persona 4 Golden didn't get a dub.
Ew.
Yet. Right, movies?
And now,
how
are we doing on the fuel wheel?
Again, greater than, close your eyes, greater than.
I feel tired.
You feel tired?
I feel tired. Close my eyes.
Well, that was a good stream.
Yeah, I'm a little hungry.
My voice is dead, and I want to eat food and go pee.
Ooh, pee through movies. I want to watch those. That'll be fun.
So I will see
Been waiting for
you
you guys.
tomorrow when we play Final Fantasy VIII, and then we play more Persona 4 Arena. Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah! Okay, bye!
Okay, bye. I love you. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.